Hello and welcome back to Dial H for Heroclix, a podcast, what at one point in time was a weekly podcast. I do just want to iterate, hey guys, it's Kalder and Ian. We're back. This was a 2-month hiatus. This is the first time the podcast has taken a break. Let me check. Ever. I've been doing weekly podcasts since 2019, whenever I started on the show, I think late 2017. And so, yeah, we had a little 2-month break. We're back in the saddle.
Not a planned one either.
No, not a planned one. It's just kind of how life happened, though. We were both really busy. I mean, so let's talk really quickly. Like, we not only did Worlds, I myself had 2 weddings that I had to be in.
Mm-hmm.
I had a short film I had to film in the first week of September. You were gone.
Yeah, I was in Pittsburgh for like 2.5 weeks.
Yep.
Been doing other like Heroclix related projects with things like Champion Clicks. And your battery for this stuff is only so powerful.
Yeah. So just to kind of again like reiterate, I was like literally it went from
I was gone, I came back, you were gone,
I was gone, and then it was Worlds. Then also I got deathly sick. You can probably still tell a little bit. I'm a little congested. I got insanely sick after Worlds and had to go to my sister's wedding sick out of my mind. Everybody was like, dude, you look horrible. I'm like, I feel horrible.
Thank you.
Fun fact, but it's my only sister's wedding. I cannot be here. And that was literally, we get back from Worlds Monday. I go to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I had to leave Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the wedding and all this stuff. And then you come back. And then this weekend I also had to leave town, but we're making it happen. So this is episode 573.
My schedule got changed up as well. So our typical recording times were like, that doesn't really work. We just had some turnover like any job does. And that just made things tricky. And we've both just been just working on a lot of cool stuff. I mean, honestly, like there's been a lot of really cool HeroClix stuff.
There has. So I do feel bad for Lantern Legacy. That is probably my set of the year, and we're not going to do a set review of Lantern Legacy. We are so far behind.
It's behind. Very quickly, Prime Kilowog's the man. He's awesome.
Yeah, he rocks.
Shout out Pat Frazier, Animal Man, super tight. Sinestro Batman, I love him as much as you thought I would. The planets, super cool. I love all the JSA stuff, Spectre, Flash, Alan Scott. Like, the set's amazing.
It's an amazing set.
Prime Lobo, I'm glad we didn't review.
Is sick. Dude,
I was going to hate on that
figure. We were so wrong. I still don't.
I don't love him.
The effect I don't care for. I personally don't. The effect does nothing for me, personally. I can see how for other people, team building wise, it's really fun. It's this crazy, like, I'm going to Voltron my team and get this, like, crazy amount of team abilities. Doesn't do anything for me. I don't really like Lobo that much as, like, a dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
See, that's the thing is, like,
I don't FW with him that much.
I wanted a Lobo who was, like, 150, 200 points and, like, nigh unkillable.
Well, that's what I thought. Lobo, like, killed everybody on his home world, like, planet.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, does that
rejected from heaven and hell?
Does that mean he's a 70-point dude that gives out team abilities? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how I felt about him. And so those emotions I think came into play, and I was going to give him a scathing review because it's not what I wanted.
There's only 2 versions of Lobo I want. I want Lobo the Duck from the original Marvel vs. DC run, where Lobo and Howard, for some reason, are the 2 characters they decide to combine. And I want Logo. Have you seen Logo? He looks so bad.
I gave you a look there that was like, you better not say Logo.
I don't actually want Logo. He looks quite silly.
Chain claws.
They're just loose chains coming out of his hands.
If you guys aren't familiar with that, that's from the new like Batman Deadpool series.
Deadpool Batman, yeah.
Which is just like...
Real talk, comics are doing some crazy stuff. I think specifically, DC is doing some crazy stuff. Go to a comic book store and just look at the covers of Absolute Martian Manhunter, Absolute Batman, and Absolute Wonder Woman.
They look insane.
Good. All those covers look great. Absolute Wonder Woman looks like she's going to murder everybody in the room. Like she constantly
Absolute
looks like
Superman too is like
he's scary. Yeah,
he's mega. Martian Manhunter is like one of the coolest covers.
Coolest covers ever. They look amazing. And then they're doing the DC KO tournament, which looks awesome. Have you seen this?
I have not seen this.
It's a bunch of random DC characters, for the most part, brought together to fight some big fighting tournament across the galaxy. But in a recent panel, the doll Annabelle is there from like the movies, and then so is Homelander and like one other character. It's wild.
Is this just Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, it's like Mortal. It's basically just DC Mortal Kombat, but they can all bring like weapons to this tournament, like one super weapon. And Superman brought wraps that are little tiny suns on his knuckles that he has wrapped to his knuckles, which just looks ridiculous. And then Wonder Woman has like super Omega God Killer armor. I think, I know, I don't love it either.
This is what this is not the kind of comics I like.
It's just garbage. It's gimmicky garbage. It's gimmicky garbage. However, Guy Gardner is facing Jay Garrick next week, so that's a toss up. One guy's old.
I feel like Guy Gardner is going to beat him up.
He should win, right?
I feel like he probably will. I feel
like for the sake of whatever, they might just have him lose. Booster Gold also has like a beard in this comic. I don't know. It's really weird. But comics are just kind of wild right now. It's
Absolute Batman is amazing.
Oh, dude.
It's so
I'm going to run this fade. Bane, where are you? Fight me now.
Well, dude, like when Bane first shows up in Gotham and there's like that panel of his hand just coming out of the shadow and crunching a guard. Yeah. Like his backstory is really, really cool too. I won't spoil a ton, but you guys have seen the panel of Bane. It's been all over social media.
Batman,
yeah, everyone's seen that panel. What comes after that in like the next 2 issues or like 3 issues? Crazy. So cool. I really, really like Absolute Batman. And I remember like when they were first previewing like the suit, everyone was being real negative about it.
Oh yeah, they're being a hater on it.
And I was like, I'll give it a chance. You know, I don't love it.
Whatever.
The logo is really goofy looking. It's just like a Lego block.
Yeah. Fat bat.
I mean, it paid off. Everyone loves it.
Oh no, people
and now this is the part where we pressure WizKids to make a 2x2 of that Bane.
That'd be cool.
Like,
all
please.
Those Absolute Batman villains look so sick. Joker being this creature thing.
Joker, he's
spindly.
We don't fully know Joker yet.
Right. Well,
we've seen like
the picture, just the picture of
like,
the art I've seen. But yeah, so Heroclix, things that have happened in Heroclix since that Lantern Legacy.
Yeah.
You said, you love Lantern Legacy. I love Lantern Legacy. Amazing figures.
Yeah, just go through quick, like 5.
Yeah, super quick. Obviously, all the Guy Gardners. I'm biased. I love the Red Lantern Corps. Bleeze, amazing. The Red Lantern Corps I've played a few different times now locally. I'm having a blast with it. Is it the Question who gets to move around on his dial? Really fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the Question. Arkillo bullied me heavily in Team Sealed.
He's brutal.
Brutal, dude. I have now also played him locally this last Sunday. I had to play against him, and I was like, dang, dude, Arkillo is not fun to play against. This dude's going to be a beast in pulp, dude. He's absolute beast house, dude. So he's insane. Blue Lantern Hal Jordan. I love Blue Lantern Hal Jordan. He's
really solid. Yeah,
he's super awesome. I'm loving him. The Ultraviolet Core. I want to play a 300 team, just Ultraviolet Core. Literally just Sinestro, Umbrax, John. Because they just look really cool. They have really fun effects. I was able to play Sinestro Ultraviolet in Lantern Legacy pre-release a few weeks ago and heavily enjoyed how the mind control, giving the keyword, stripping you of your keywords works. They're very fun, very unique. And Chain, holy smokes, you give a Chain a 13 attack. Iron Spider's drooling right now. Sword, cool. I like Soundwave a lot.
Yeah.
And then Bat is Bat. Kind of fun. But
the regular Bat.
Well, though, they chain with the regular Bat, which is really cool because they're just named Bat. So it's pretty sick. So I like the constructs. I like that there's fewer constructs than in whatever because I like to play a Herald team that has a bunch of different cores. It's a lot of constructs to lug around when really you only use like 3 or 4, and now they have 3 or 4 that you can
Spotlight.
Use. Yeah. Ugh. I don't know why I ever bring Spotlight with me. I always bring it with me, and I still never ever use it. It's like boot, chainsaw, stop sign, and like maybe hydrant. Like
maybe the hydrant comes out situationally.
You know. But
Lasso on a blue moon.
Lantern Legacy is like super, like no notes to set. I love it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's awesome. Well, there are notes, but yeah.
Yeah, if we just go through like the quick ball drops, I thought like Atrocitus was a little disappointing. Wasn't huge on him.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, wasn't huge on him.
Being Atrocitus and X-Star. I love
Lobo again.
Independently. Yep,
he's good. I'm glad people are enjoying him. Not for me. I agree.
John Stewart, super rare. He's not a sniper. That's a little brutal.
His dial doesn't agree with itself.
Yeah, really
we talked about
dial.
that one. But the Prime is like, I think, insanely meta.
I love the Prime. He's really cool.
Shuts off equipment, shuts off keywords, shuts off protected outwit. Like the guy can do it all in terms of like taking things away.
I would like to see a little more Star Sapphire core. I think some cores are overrepresented, some are underrepresented. And then I would say the Red Lantern trait of can be moved or placed and then poison is some people. Sometimes it's only moved and not placed, and sometimes it's no move or place can poison at all.
Interesting.
So it's just all over the place for consistency wise on the Red Lantern core, which is iffy. And then Red Lantern core Guy Gardner. Sculpt. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I hate to, but a dude crossing his arms going, rah, looks like a toddler throwing a tantrum, and not so much Guy Gardner. If you want to do a Prime number one, rare Guy Gardner sculpt, amazing. That's great.
Yeah,
That's
totally
him crossing
fine.
His arms, comic accurate to the Justice League International cover. That's awesome. Do not make the Prime version of him Red Lantern Guy Gardner, who's this big, making a chainsaw or doing these big leaps or big attacks, just crossing his arms. Who
Like the difference is his mouth is open.
is open, and then he has a different haircut, and then the word bubble, like, and then some lines. Like,
Yeah, I won't even lie. That's a tough sculpt.
dude, it's a really tough sculpt, and it's brutal. Instead, I really wish they would have been like, hey, we've gotten Red Lantern Guy Gardner a million times. He's also technically also a Chase in this set. What if we would have made Yellow Lantern Guy Gardner?
Yeah.
And then he can have his arms crossed, and he can be like, what's up, dude? Or whatever. I would have really liked to see Yellow Lantern Guy Gardner from the 90s run. That would have been my final note for this character. Besides that, I think JSA sub-theme makes sense. Some people online were a little hard on the JSA sub-theme, but it makes sense.
They're
Alan
so
Scott
cool.
is there, and you want to break up a little bit of the monotony of the set, even though people are like, yeah, give us more lanterns, which is true, but having a little breakup every once in a while is nice. So I'm okay with that. I enjoyed that sub-theme. I actually like a lot of the Howls and Kyles. I do just wish they were shifting focus. I think that would have been really fun. I said it on a few podcasts forever ago, a shifting focus emotional spectrum where they're, and I feel like there's no reason not to make them shifting focus. I would have liked to see that. Besides that, I'm having a lot of fun playing with the Green Lantern Corps. That obviously got fleshed out the most. I love playing the Red Lantern Corps, and I'm just having a great time with the rings in general.
Yeah. I think, so yeah, in terms of positives, I mean, on and on and on. Like, there's so much cool stuff.
Positives, just
I think Sinestro Prime, like the impact this set has, if you're a competitive player, amazing.
I was also gone again this weekend. I went up to Sioux Falls, and I just missed playing with the Sioux Falls boys for like 2 hours. And they were playing 400 silver. They were playing some nice, fun, casual teams up there, which I really like to see. And I wanted to play that Sinestro Prime on an Injustice League team, just because Injustice League is not like a strong keyword.
Yeah.
You know, you have a strong effect on kind of a weak keyword. It'd be kind of fun. But I love that Sinestro Prime.
He's really, really cool.
Curious to see how he'll find his place exactly.
I mean, right now, yeah, we can talk about like the state of the game later in the episode here. Yeah. We'll run a little longer here. Just to finish up thoughts on Lantern Legacy, just entirely. So yeah, positives. I mean, I think there's stuff. If you're a competitive player, there's a ton of stuff. If you're a casual player, I think there's even more stuff. If you just like lanterns, then yeah, this should like fill your cup up a bit. And then just negatives. I mean, I feel like my negatives are just personal things.
Yeah.
Like Lobo is just not what I wanted. Blah blah blah. Atrocitus, just like, I don't know, just meh. But then like Larfleeze too.
It's a lame dial.
Larfleeze, he's such a tough character to get right. I feel like the Batman team up one is like the closest they've gotten with him.
I think so.
The War of Light OP kit one was also close.
What he does with the constructs and bystander stuff, but he's just not quite. He's not quite a tentpole. He's not quite.
He's just like a charge piece, you know. And he makes some constructs.
And he makes stuff. Piece too?
Charge poison.
Charge poison. Yeah,
then he switches to like Flurry Pulse Wave, and like that's fine. And he can stat mod, but
he should maybe have a little more range.
And like he kind of gets to make an army at the beginning of the game. Like it's just he does a lot of the things he should, but they're just not quite fully there. Does that make sense? Like,
no, I agree.
I want like okay, well the DC 75th one sadly only had like barrier. And I think Mastermind for defense power.
Plasticity poison on some places. Pretty bad, yeah.
And in like casual settings, he was a ton of fun. He felt like the Mastermind he should be, where he's moving around. Like his goons are doing the work for him. That's the version of Larfleeze I'd like to see more so than he becomes like so powerful.
Yeah.
And so, but it's really hard to blend those two things together. You know, you don't want a card that's 5 pages long. But Larfleeze, I think, is a character that ultimately has to have like 5 pages of text to be Larfleeze. A lot of
stuff. He should be a crazy one-man army that makes all these little minions and stuff.
He should almost be the Sandworm, where he has Larfleeze rules.
That'd be cool. That'd be pretty sick, actually. I like that a lot.
So he was a personal bummer in the set, sadly, you know. But there's only so much you can do with him. So I get it.
Oh my gosh, Orange Lantern Lex Luthor.
Team ups in the set are also
I have to full stop. Orange Lantern Lex Luthor is awful. As someone who's been waiting for Orange Lantern Lex Luthor for so long, he's like some of the most bloated points ever. He has the worst flavor text I've seen ever. I want to be Superman. He wants to beat up Superman. Get out of here with that garbage.
Oh man,
I don't even know if a writer actually wrote that. They need to be shot into the sun, dude. Like, get out of here. Lex Luthor wants to beat Superman. Lex wants to be the man of Metropolis.
It's like the 3 Joker storyline with Batman, where Joker's like, "You don't get it. I love you, Batman." It's like, what is
Shut
this?
up. Yeah.
And then they come out and somebody asked him, like, is this canon? He's like, maybe. You can't say maybe for canon.
Do that.
I think he said yes initially and then said no and then said maybe at some point and then it's no.
No. Okay.
But that's what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
Having Lex say, like, I want to be Superman, and Joker being like, I love you, Batman.
Yeah.
Joker might feel that way, but you never write that.
Yeah, no.
Joker is not a on-the-nose character. If he was, we'd know his identity. You know, you get
True.
Just, whatever.
He wouldn't have been unknown for, well, let me check, his entirety of his lifespan. For like
so
80
that is
years.
gross flavor text.
It is gross. It's disgusting flavor text. I hate it so much. It's
funny.
up there with some other least favorite flavor text I have. But and then Lex Luthor's just like, initially I like the idea of him stealing prob and like stealing the improved targeting.
That is cool.
And I like that he also can have more equipment equipped, like somebody uses the orange ring, it actually works. You know, like it's like it actually functions. So a lot of that stuff I enjoy. Just the dial is very bloated. I hate that flavor text. Besides that, it just needed a little more consistency.
For sure.
Some of the charge aspect of it is like 60 points is like 4 clicks of life at that low line.
Regardless of all of this, and then also the lantern batteries came back, and we still don't really know where they stand
crazy,
competitively.
Right? I played against them locally, like in a non-competitive tournament, and just killed it.
Yeah,
pretty easy to just kind of kill. So I'm kind of okay with them. They give out a strong effect. There was a time these last 2 months where people thought you could infinitely make constructs because bystanders get keywords now. They have fixed that also. That's one thing. Don't really have to touch on that because that's a non-issue.
I've heard some crazy, like, absurd combos with the Black Lantern battery specifically. Okay. I'm not going to talk about those yet because I don't know if this player would like me spoiling their tech. But it's using figures that like were written off like a year ago, and I just loved hearing about it.
Like that. That's
so
fun.
Sorry to cliffhanger you guys. I will message this person and ask if I can share this strategy.
Scumbag.
But the lanterns have some legs to stand on. Regardless, very cool. It's a 10 out of 10 set for me.
Absolutely.
It has its things, like just like every other set, but all the legacies. Sans like 4 of them, but when you have 22, 23, that's okay.
Pretty forgiving.
Like, you know, the Johnny Thunder who gets to just roll 5 dice.
Dude, when someone did that against me in a game, I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "It's right here." And I'm
playing
like,
the game.
"What the heck?" It just totally caught me off guard. It's sick. It's hilarious.
Shout out that figure. That is so cool.
So funny.
And then, just the fact that the batteries were so available at Worlds.
Coming in boosters, too, really quickly. Yeah. I don't know if you need to do it with every set, but sprinkling in some legacy cards here and there that are in the boosters, I love that so much. Mm-hmm. I really like that. It's a top pick. Good choice.
Yeah, man.
Dude, 1 million Lantern batteries at Worlds. Dude. Just tons.
It's crazy. So many. Yeah, we have
hit him with a bag of constructs.
Yeah, okay. So now we'll start talking about Worlds, and let's talk
about Worlds.
We'll start with a very brief note from our ride home.
Okay.
Where just throughout the ride home, we had punched out all these constructs from the lanterns into a bag, right? Because it's like, oh well, we're hoarders. We don't throw anything away. We're insane.
We don't.
And so we're sitting in the back seat, and Simeon, like anytime he'd talk, I'd text Calder and go like, "Man, if this guy doesn't shut up." He's like, he's getting the bag.
That's so funny.
We now have an inside joke of, if you run your mouth, you might get caught with the construct bag.
So funny, dude.
So, I guess we'll start with leaving, Tuesday morning?
Tuesday morning, solid 6-ish a.m. in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We got, packed up crazy late Monday night, went to sleep, woke up, drove there. The drive was, I think, the easiest it's been.
Dude, it's automatic.
To Worlds, it's just like you recognize all the same gas stations, maybe stop at some of the same ones, recognize a lot of the same area. It really is deja vu the ride,
dude. It's
the
4th year we've done it.
It's just easy.
Yeah.
Easy ride. It used to be like we stopped halfway the first year,
and
it's like, we can crank this thing out.
Yeah, we don't need to do it. We just got going so late that year, so that's why we decided
it's true.
to
We got in super late. And this year we got to Memphis at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Crazy. It was just like, wow.
Just flew there, basically.
We're here so early.
It
rocked.
And kind of just met up with everybody. That was nice.
It rained crazy. Sorry, we should talk. It rained constantly the entire time we were driving Tuesday.
Only over us, though.
Only over us because we were following, If
we went an hour later, we would have been fine.
Yep, we literally
Not an exaggeration.
Followed the storm the entire time, and all of our, the back... I really need a cover for my pickup. Oh my gosh, because the back stuff just got rained out. We didn't have any technology back there, but we had lights and stands and whatever else. Well, not really lights, but like stands and equipment and whatever back there, just getting poured, getting dumped on the entire time. Just rain. We literally drove through rain the entire time, simply because if we would have left an hour later, we wouldn't have had to drive through it. Except for the last like 45 minutes, there was like no rain. So we're literally in like rainy conditions the entire drive to Worlds, and it wasn't even like as miserable as driving in the rain sometimes. No, somehow it was still like easy.
There was like the occasional spot of like, geez, this is heavy. But that was like maybe 30 minutes total.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a nice drive. Met up with all the WizKids folk for day like not even 0, day -1.
Yeah, really.
Because Wednesday is day 0. And yeah, just kind of caught up with them. It's always fun to see them, especially with how many people they had there. Like,
dude, yeah,
a lot of new faces as well.
It was awesome.
And then people who are like semi-new, kind of stepping into their official role now. Like, shout out to Dova, just killing it this year. I think for the most part, she got her way with what she wanted to do this year, and the event was incredibly smooth overall. Yeah. Ryan obviously making his return. We Ryan's all know
the man.
He's the man.
Love seeing him, dude.
Seeing Jimmy in Memphis too, that was. He hasn't been there the last couple of years, so it's good to catch up with him. Another new face, Scott James.
Yep.
For those of you guys who ran into him
or new into it,
he had worked on He had worked with WizKids from like 2004 to like 2008,
right,
or 2009. Because I had mentioned like the Galactus OP kit to him at one point. He's like, "Yeah, I worked on that." I was like, "I skipped a family vacation to win a Fire Lord, brother. Like, you killed it."
That's right.
Gosh, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody.
I mean, there's like Brian.
Brian Galley,
the
Chris
regulars.
Martinez.
Chris was back. He wasn't there last year. He came back. ID was there. CJ was helping out. We had a lot of good WizKid staff helping out. Man. Dusty, one of my favorite faces to see. Dusty's so friendly. He's usually like doing a judge for like alternate events or like battle royale tables. Dusty's just like such a friendly, upbeat person. He's just great to be around. So like shout out.
All the new volunteers, too.
A lot of new volunteers, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, seeing people like Jay Patel get recognized for, like, the amount of work he's done for the game.
Jackson Smith
being a straight-up judge for, like, Modern and everything. Congratulations, cool. Jackson. That, a long-time subscriber of Dial H. I'm not saying we got him there.
I'm just saying Jackson Smith also, he's on the Patreon.
Daniel Schwab. Shout out, Daniel.
Oh, yeah.
Doing some VR work there. All the returning folks, obviously.
Yeah.
But, it was cool to see, like, more of the community kind of switching sides in a way. I don't know how.
Kind of a lot of players becoming judges and stuff.
It's cool to see people passionate getting to work on that. And so, yeah, Tuesday was very chill. We immediately went to Cookout.
Love Cookout. Oh, my gosh. If you live in a city that has Cookout and you don't go to Cookout, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, stop cooking
in. You can order an entree that's a quesadilla and then get a side of quesadilla. Tell me you don't love that?
I will have one quesadilla. And what's your side? Another quesadilla.
I love it, dude. They have great shakes. They have great hush puppies. Yeah, it was awesome. Had one of the best Steak and Shake stops too. They really cleaned up the Steak and Shake wherever it was. It's like way nicer. It was awesome. We got served, sat. I love going to Steak and Shake. I had taken a
picture of Kalder like smiling with his shake, and like as I was doing that, our server at Steak and Shake, it's like Perkins over there now,
dude.
She like dropped her food and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for interrupting." And I was like, "No, it's really, we're being really so dumb right now." And they put beef tallow on the fries.
And no way. That's what you're saying. That's what it was. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, day -1 was great.
Dude, great day -1. Like, somehow, like, so bad fun. Driving conditions, but a fine drive.
Great
totally
day.
Whatever, totally normal. And then seeing all the good WizKids folk hanging out.
And honestly, it's like, we hadn't seen Simeon in a while either, so a lot of it was, like, just kind of catching up with him. I think, like, the day before or, like, 2 days prior, I had called Simeon about like just something Worlds related, like about the mixer, and then I just ended up talking to him for like 4 hours.
Nice.
I was just like, yeah, it's good to hear from you, man.
Wednesday we had to day zero. Day zero. We got set up fastest we'd ever gotten set up.
Yeah, automatic. We plugged the Ethernet cable in.
Dude,
just worked.
The internet just working. Shout out to Lenny at the Graceland. So he like gave me his number day zero, and he was like, glad it works super easy, but if you ever need anything, let me know. We had to use him a few times and ask him to help out. We also balled out for him, his son. Shout out Clark. Gave him a bunch of Heroclix and stuff. But like Lenny was a great help the entire time. Internet just worked. In some years past, it was like 3-4 hours of headache to get the internet to work. So the internet just working was like, oh, amen, this is awesome. This is rules.
The year previous, they were like, we could not get it working at all the day before. And they're like, well, we'll meet with you guys tomorrow morning. And I was just sitting there like, oh, no.
Dude, it was scary, yeah.
But it worked, so it was fine. We did have a power outage this year, though.
That was crazy. That was, silver. On the silver day.
Kill switched.
We literally got, the power outage. And if you're watching the live stream, you know this because the live stream just abruptly stops. And then about 5 minutes later, we probably get back. But the power was only out for like 30 seconds.
It was like not even 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was
literally like 5 seconds.
Yeah, and the entire room goes like pitch black because we're inside, no lights. And we just hear, whoa, and then flick, and it comes like half on, and then it's fully on. But like obviously it shut down the computer and everything else. We had to like, rush to get it back going.
Like, no.
It was scary, dude.
It was really scary.
But even that was like the worst thing that happened. And even then, that was like not really that big of a deal because we just got everything up and running pretty quickly right after that. So
Wednesday was crazy though because
it was.
So we do our little welcome event, which was a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys came out.
Yeah,
from our perspective, like crazy fun.
Good amount of people.
So we get to see the Tri-Sentinel Legacy a little early, and just reading that card. Just over and over, I'm just like, oh my god, oh this is insane. And then I'd read it again, I'm like, no, this is like insane. Then I'd read it again and be like, I had no words.
I think it's gonna be played in droves.
So we got Luke. Like I was like, okay, well, what can we do for a little teaser? So I had Luke hold up a camera
tripod, dude,
on a tripod like above his head. It's probably like 10, probably 12 feet in the air, or whatever. And we had him like walk over to our table and kind of terrorize us as a sentinel. And we got to show that off. But before that
was awesome. That was such a fun video.
Like at the event, we're handing out these Tri-Sentinels. And one reaction we got for this Tri-Sentinel is like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, dude.
And I told the guy, I was like, well, you can always play silver with it. And I just walked away. I was like, you have no idea.
That was awesome. Being able to like hand out Tri-Sentinel as prizes. And it's like, we know we're going to show off a preview, but everybody else is just like, okay.
There were some, I want to be clear, there were people who were appreciative.
Oh, yeah.
It really was just that one guy.
Yeah. But it was just kind of like, everybody's like, oh, yeah, I guess it's a silver thing. Sure, Mm-hmm. But then we got to knock their socks off with a really sick Legacy card preview.
I don't think people realized like how insane it was, though.
I think he's nuts.
Like
the fact that you can play a ton of him, and then within range, so you can shield it up to an 11 and
12.
12, excuse
and
me.
He starts one square out, so it's basically a 13.
And if you do a free action, you can just get dealt like 9 penetrating damage if you have 9 Tri-Sentinels.
Probably.
Like, that's nuts. That's insane.
I sidestep some blocking in front of me. I have a shielded up range.
Yeah.
You're 12 away, take 1 pen.
Yeah.
He's also just a pulse wave that breaks blocking.
Yep.
This is the most... I'll say it now. I know it's going to be a while before he's like out in the wild. I think he's the most point-efficient figure to ever come out ever.
Wow.
Maybe outside of like Faust, because Faust like straight up just broke the game. But point for point, 15 points, this guy can clear out blocking like nobody's business.
Yeah.
He's a flyer who can carry, who's mystic, who's cosmic energy. He has amazing keywords. He has 9 range. He does free damage twice across the board.
5-point timebreaker?
Like, dude, yeah. I think so.
Timebreaker before the change?
Dude, okay, like possibly.
Okay, dang, that's big. I mean, that's big.
That's how much he does.
He is doing a lot.
Against Timebreaker, Tri-Sentinel just pulse waves them. They're done.
I'm not saying necessarily against him. I'm just saying, as far as a point-efficient figure for 5 points, original Timebreaker.
I think Mary Jane is like up there, the one who made the paparazzi bystander. In the era of having to grab equipment,
yeah,
there's nothing more efficient than her.
And back when she was a wild card versus a Spider-Man TA. Yeah. 3
autonomous wild cards, and then she's a sidestep. Yeah. Or not wild card, in caps. I don't know why I said wild card. The other one is like Wendigo. I think
Wendigo's nuts.
But he's more like, I think, specific. Like Tri-Sentinel, I think you could put on any team, and you will get some form of value. Even if that value is your opponent coming out and feeling like, I have to kill him.
Yeah.
So yeah, an army of Tri-Sentinels. Like if you thought they were nasty before, they're now half the price and probably like twice as nasty. Yeah. By price, I mean cost, like point-wise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Either way, getting to preview that was very fun.
Oh, it rocked.
I was expecting a bigger reaction because I had spent a while looking at this card, just like scratching my head, going like, I don't think people are going to know. I don't think they're going to understand how insane this is. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. But
so that event was a lot of fun.
Welcome was awesome. It was a good time.
It was super cool.
A great time. We had a blast. I'm glad people like enjoyed it and showed up for like the welcome event. It was really cool. And also a way to get pre-registered for a lot of events.
Yeah.
Again, another like added a level of like smoothness to the event. Also have to shout out just Clay Wood. Clay Wood, I think everybody shouts him out, and I think he's well aware of how appreciative we are as a community. But I also just want to say, Clay, in the past, we had to, I think there was up to an hour wait between pairings one time using one
Last
system.
Year we had
some crazy
issues.
waiting. Using HC units to run the event.
At Nationals, too.
The most smooth the event has ever ran at Worlds ever, thanks to Clay Wood.
I think so.
Second, we used to have to get pictures of build sheets. And for you guys online that know this, not only is there like the whatever, like, yeah, the handwriting can be kind of bad, can be pretty awful sometimes. But for us, the first time we tried to get build sheets, it was pulling teeth. Yeah. What do you want to look at my builds for? Huh? Dude, some of the people that were like, I've got secret tech on here, dude. You can't post this. Don't post this before round one. It's like, oh my gosh, dude. Rolling my eyes. Like, come on. I really just want, like, so people can know what you're playing and, like, do my job as someone that needs to, like, put media out. Like, this is an important information.
We want to report.
We need to report the media and all this stuff. And, like,
this is a while ago at this point, though.
Yeah, this is years ago. But just the amount of people that were just like, what do you want to see my build sheet for? To get a picture of my build sheet? And it's like, dude, come on. And now it's just like, not only do I not have to take hundreds of pictures, because even when we got it down and people were, like, working with us to like, yeah, sure, here's the build sheet. Like they knew the rigmarole at that point in time, and they were like okay with us taking their picture. Like last year, it still took forever, and we had to take all these pictures and center all of them, whatever. And now they're just no, build sheet's just up.
Yeah, they're just up. There it is.
They're just on HC units. Dude, thank you so much. Because before that was like an hour-long headache of my life.
Oh, we had to specifically plan how we were going to do that every year. Where it's like, we'll catch them at this door.
How are we gonna catch these players and make sure none slip through the cracks? And now it's just like, nope, they're on HC units. Like,
you can just go view it there.
So much.
Just post a link.
So convenient.
That's what we
so
did.
Nice. Don't have to flip through all these pictures. And just,
also, Wednesday was a great day because Luke got in, our camera feller from Canada.
That's right.
Who honestly did some incredible work, like per usual.
Oh, yeah.
Like nothing new there. If you guys haven't checked out the player cards, I think this is the coolest they've ever been.
Dude, they're
period. Awesome. One note for you, Luke, because I know you're listening. No party hat on Matt Reed. He had to leave top 16 to go to his daughter's birthday.
We're gonna jump right to there. I was gonna like boil that for till the end of the
people
show.
People know
That's
at this
true.
point.
That is true.
People have talked about it.
Matt Reed winning the good father keyword, maybe the best keyword to win. But like, and you guys can see it on live stream. I was crushed when I found out. Like Matt was like, "All right, guys, well, see ya," and it's like, "Well, yeah, see you at the hotel." And he's like, "No, I'm going home."
We're rushing. We'll get to this.
Oh, okay. Oh, we don't want to tell it now.
Oh,
we already kind of spoiled it.
Well, that's true. Okay.
I don't know. It's end of like top 16.
Yeah. I was definitely being the devil on his shoulder.
Dude, Matt is undefeated. He's 7-0.
Didn't hit a single Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah, I know. Has insane. Oh, by the way, in case
which
you
would
don't know
nuke his team.
His team is Phoenix Wolverine, like one-man army, Phoenix Wolverine, symbiote,
Animal Man, Black symbiote.
Yeah, that's incredible. That team rocks.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he did that well, got top 16 with Phoenix Wolverine, that's incredible. And then he just like, well, I've got my daughter's birthday tomorrow, so I'll see you guys. I'm like, Matt, are you serious? She doesn't know. She's 4. She doesn't know. Come on. We were definitely being a little devil on his shoulder, but at the same time, I was like about to cry. I'm like, that is beautiful. Like, he really is like a family man first. It's a game second.
I was joking.
But dude, I wanted Matt to win it all. I wanted him to go further in the game.
Well, sorry, Nicholas Madsen. He was playing 200-point Kong. That was his with the planets.
Yeah.
That was Matt's matchup for top 16. Nicholas, I'm not saying this because of the player. I'm just saying the matchup, like, he would have crushed it. I think he had like almost a guaranteed spot into top 8. Because I asked Nicholas about it the next day, too, and I was like, how do you feel about that, like, getting a bye like this? I was like, because that matchup's horrible for you. And he's like, I had some strategies. I was like, no, you didn't. I was like,
and I love Nicholas Madsen. He's one of my favorite players. The guy rocks. But bro was playing 200-point Kong with both planets. Yeah. Mega point denial. I couldn't get behind the team. I was behind the man all the way, but behind the team.
Oh, I was hating on him throughout the weekend. Yeah, I was literally, I was going. I was like, I thought you were better than this.
Yeah,
and he's like, what? And I'm like, 200-point Kong, not at my table.
Come on, bro. And he's like, oh, it's hard to build a modern right now. I'm like, shake my head.
Honestly,
dude. It is, but it is, dude. It is fair. So Silver.
Oh wait, no, just quick note with Matt Reed. I like after he had broken the news, I was like rubbing his shoulders, and like I'm like, think about it, Matt. How does this sound? world champion, Matt Reed. And I was putting my hands in front of him like a box, like around it. I was like, you see that picture? You seeing that? I was like, I can see it. And he's like, dude, I can't.
Also playing Foo Fighters' Hero. There goes my hero, like multiple times for the weekend for different reasons. But when Matt Reed left, there goes my hero. Oh, dude, watch him as he goes, man. Yeah. He really was the man. But Silver Age, great showing, Silver Age.
So cool.
Lots of suits at Silver Age. We had Matt Donham wearing a suit.
That's right.
We had John Michael DiGiulio. We had Wes Summers wearing a suit. I think we had some more boys from around Wes's area wearing suits too. Like that was so funny seeing everybody dudded up for Silver. Silver's not my wheelhouse. I would play Silver.
It still isn't for me either,
casually. But we saw some cool creative teams.
Well, I just love that. Really, it seemed like the approach for Silver was, I'm gonna play what I like.
I did like that a lot. I thought that was sick.
Like I saw, like I want to shout out a couple people here, like for Jacob Bishop with that cool Sinestro team.
Yeah,
it's like you can't modify your stats. You're getting negatively modified, or you can't positively modify your stats. I can re-roll you or replace your dice. You can't prob because I have Constantine. If you do want to finalize something, I have Saturnine to lower your dice roll.
Oh my gosh.
It was so much control on a build. I was like, this is sick. I got to shout out Oscar for winning it all with Kamo. Kamo's been
Kamo's the man.
Hated on, just so unfairly for so long.
We stand Kamo.
He's like the king of, he just dies. Yeah. We heard that when he first came out, and then you went and won a states event with it, and guess what? He didn't die.
Didn't
die the whole tournament.
Didn't die all day, yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Shout out that. Also, Matt Donham getting second place with the Iconics Magneto first appearance.
That's crazy. There were a few Iconics
that's sick.
Magneto teams. That was really sick.
So sick, Matt. Dude. Man, there were so many cool teams in Silver. I'm trying to remember some more off the top of my head, but I remember just being very impressed by what people were playing.
I thought Ryan Redmond was playing Red Lanterns. I like seeing that.
He was
pretty cool. So I think that was a fun team.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I saw some other cool teams too, but now this is 3 weeks in the past that I can't remember.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Silver was really cool. There was some really
lots of shifting.
Shout out
Doom.
Steve Bombera, still playing playing the Rescue Bomb team where it's the Pulse Wave Rescue Bomb.
We did get that on stream. Yeah,
that's some cool tech. You should really watch that game. It's really cool. It's really fun. Yeah,
Silver
had a great
great
show out, great turning, and
for a Thursday event, Oscar, they had 86 players,
world champion,
which is fantastic. And again, there wasn't a defined meta or anything crazy going on. One note on Thursday, I'm going to put this out for the players. Obviously, I didn't personally experience it because I'm not playing, but there was not a lot of BRs being run on Thursday.
Yeah, yep.
So a lot of the people who didn't want to play Silver were ultimately left with just kind of sitting there. So I guess if there's one note on the event for improving it next year, run some more BRs on Thursday.
I heard this a lot from a lot of people, more than just on Thursday, but a lot of BRs were in hour-and-a-half blocks or hour blocks, and so if you got done earlier, got one done, whatever, it's you had to wait for a BR, or a lot of the BRs sometimes started, or even side events started before a main event's cut would happen. So it's you had to choose to leave early if you didn't think you were going to make it to make a side event, or sometimes registration for BRs were not right before the end of a main event, so it's I can't even jump into the last BR of the day. I think having kind of an easier way to have more people into BRs would be better than this certain system. Obviously a lot of people are biased and they love the old way of just hey, I got 4 buddies, let's jump in. I liked the way they did it in the first Worlds, where it's okay, if you don't want prize sharking or whatever you're scared of with just the fill, you can do the whole randomized deck of cards. You get maybe 8 players get signed up, and then it's okay, let's randomize 8 players or 16 players or whatever, and then throw them in random pods. I'm okay with that. But
the way that Champion Clicks ran it, shout out Champion Clicks. We got some more news there later in the episode once we get through this. David just had a series of timers that he was running. He's you have 4 people, let's go. I
prefer that the most.
I know you can't fully do that, but I think having that as a side offering to kind of lace into what you've just described with the blocks, I think would be very beneficial for the players. And I know that they're probably bringing product based on those slot times too, so you don't want to bring too much, you don't want to bring too little. It's threading a needle. I get that, but I think that there is opportunity to have more volume of BRs.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
That would be, at least from what I heard from players, I think that was literally the only complaint sans a few judge rulings, which I think got cleared up, but I can't remember specifically what it was, but it was something where it's like, that's not how it's been ruled in the past. And then they're like, oh yeah, our bad. And then they reverted it. Anyway, silver, very cool. One thing though is that it did kind of get delayed. They had to play the finals in the morning.
Yes, that was kind of brutal. I can only imagine how the players feel, but for us, like getting done late, and then it's like, oh man, we have to just go right to sleep.
Yeah, and we did
silver
not.
was 8 a.m. No, we did not. Kind of messed up our sleep
like having
schedules.
fun too.
Pretty bad. That's true. Got to have fun a little bit on vacation, on a work vacation. Silver being like, yep, 8 a.m. Be there, or 8:30 or whatever it was. Just rushing there, just feeling like,
I was not there.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It was Simi and I got there, and we got the stream going, but it was like, dude, I'm so tired.
No. Strolled over about half an hour later.
Boys. You know, so that was a little brutal, but ultimately it was a good problem to have because they just had so many players that they had to have the finals the next day. So maybe now they know to expect that many silver players, and they can, plan accordingly. Team Sealed rocked. I actually got on a team. Matt Reed and I were on a team with Jonathan Virgilio. We joked, Matt and I was like, hey, Matt, if you don't find a teammate, I'll be with you. Like, because Team Sealed's our easiest coverage day. It's not intense.
I'll be honest, most people, they want to see what people pull. They want to see what's kind of going on. But as far as gameplay goes, I mean, just over the years, I've noticed not a lot of people watch it.
Not a ton of viewers.
So in the future, got some plans to maybe kind of make that our fun day, care less about the games, and maybe bring you guys just some more like
maybe when it gets closer to
Heroclix events.
I like that a lot, honestly. Just being like,
so that's a consideration.
Whatever fun stuff that we can do throughout teams. But Matt Reed, Jonathan Virgilio, and I, we had a great time playing silver. I had a blast. We lucked out. Team Sealed, sorry. Yeah. I didn't play any silver. Sorry. Had fun playing Team Sealed though. Team Sealed is like my personally just favorite event to play as a player, because you get a root for your buddies, see if they clutched out a win.
Why don't you tell them the chase you pulled?
I did. I pulled Guy Gardner as my chase.
Oh, and that was your liquid death crack of the episode.
That was so good.
That was really in sync. Yeah,
that was a great in sync liquid death Dr Pepper Zero Sugar crack. That just happened. But yeah,
pulled the Dial H brick, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, because we pulled Prime Kilowog.
And Alan Scott.
And Chase Guy Gardner.
It was destiny.
It rocked, yeah, dude. So I was like, well, guys, I gotta play. Gotta play my boy, Red Pink Guy Gardner. And he balled out. He ruled. I loved playing him throughout the day. I got matched up twice against Arkillo, though. Brutal. Arkillo's just a beast, dude.
He's an animal.
He might be like one of my least favorite figures in the set. Just because he was just so dominant. I only had one outwit on the team. I would have loved to be able to outwit his full speed charge and then also his make a free attack. But there was like one game where I just outwitted his charge and I was like, oh yeah, I'm safe. And it's like, oh no, he can still just full speed move and punch anyone on my team for free. And then also just carry dog and just like, it's just brutal. Like Arkillo was just a brutal piece to play against that day. I did not realize
how like big people were on him.
Oh my gosh.
But I was like, yeah, okay. I looked at him closer. I was like, oh no, he's crazy. Okay.
It hurts my soul. It hurts my bones to play against. Clutched out. One of the sweatiest sealed games I think I ever played was against Alex Mater playing Arkillo. And I was like, I'm just going to go all in. I'm going to try to kill Arkillo and see what happens. And I was actually able to kill him. And then he was not able to kill enough points of mine. And I was like, thank goodness. Rotlop Fan, also sleeper.
Sneaky, nasty.
Sneaky sniper, dude. At first I was like, whatever for the points. But he did me dirty the first game, and I just couldn't come back.
That was a resounding opinion, too. People were like, I did not know this man's game.
Yeah, dude. That was brutal. But I had fun. I loved Lantern Legacy Sealed. Matt Reed had this awesome team where we gave him the Bat Bystander with some Bat constructs. So he was like, can't target him. John's team, Jonathan, we gave him the Alan Scott Super Rare, so he really couldn't target him either. And then I was just kind of like Guy Gardner and the boys.
Yeah.
I think I called it Guy and the Guys or something like that. Like
a guy's guy.
A guy's guy. Like that was the team. And I loved it. I loved playing Lantern Legacy Sealed. It was such a fun sealed set.
Or was it a Gardner's Gardner?
Maybe it's a Gardner's Gardener, dude. Maybe that's all it ends up being, dude. Shout out Lucas Az, right?
Mm-hmm. And Jalen.
Yep, Lucas Az and Jalen for winning Team Sealed.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Team champions. Team Sealed, team champions. Right
did not pull Arkillo in their brick.
They did not.
So there you go.
It's true.
They also were 3-2 before cut.
That's nuts.
So they slid under the door, James Bond style, pulled it out.
Love to see it.
Yeah, Team Sealed was a really fun day. Just very quickly, just as a side note, tack it onto this day. The convention exclusives this year were so cool.
Fire.
I love them. Oh my gosh. Do we get 2 Batman? Okay, I'm all right. You've already sold me. Abracadabra, low-key, like, really, really cool. Like, the bystanders he makes, I love it. King Cole, bystander maker.
Dude, King Cole's like one of my favorite figures they've made in a while. He's so sick. He looks so fun.
Oh my god, dirty. Miles, I have to give a shout-out. Well, I don't know if it's really a shout-out or more I'm pointing a pitchfork at him.
Oh, my.
Miles Kane, Mr. Mad Scientist. He was telling everybody at Worlds, he's like, yeah, you can play Space Batman and just call in a full-point green torch. And literally on eBay, every green torch was gone.
Dude, yep.
And now it has gotten to the point where I have seen people selling the Space Batman with the green torch.
That's so funny.
So Miles has literally influenced the market. I love to see stuff like that happen. I know it's not like super favorable if you don't have those things, but it's cool to see someone's like crazy idea influence it to a point where people know about it and are like scooping things up. Like that's, I don't know. Maybe it's the evil businessman in me.
Sick.
I like
it's funny.
seeing that.
It's cool.
Superior Spider-Man, one of the sculpt of the year possibly for me.
So good.
I love that comic
sculpts.
series. Even the newer stuff, you know, you can hate on it. It's a little goofy. It's cool. I like it. Sick sculpt. Tom and Jerry. Whoa. What? Are you kidding
Can't
me?
believe we got Tom and Jerry.
That Poison Ivy sculpt, the King of the Queen of the Forest, Lady of the Forest.
Rounding out our Dark Knights of Steel chasing for
Aquaman
Master
is
of Time.
actually like potentially nuts.
Kind of good, yeah, dude. I saw that and like even Clay was telling me like, dude, well, do you see what he does? And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh, silly, goofy Aquaman doing his little mind control,
Like,
talking with people powers.
Every LE, I don't think there's a dud. Even like the Snow Batman who doesn't have a great dial. I still
such
love
a cool
him.
ability down
So
dial, though, dude.
cool.
Such a cool ability.
And then the Deadpools, like
love the Deadpools.
the hardwood floor that he sits on in the sculpt rocks.
Dude, shout out Orca. Just for
Orca,
being big
yeah.
and being cool. I love Orca. I love Infinite.
Infinite's nuts.
Sick.
Infinite, I have heard
Some shenanigans.
so many crazy things. I don't have enough time in an episode to tell you guys about what I've heard about Infinite. You guys will just have to see. Which again we'll talk about later. But anyway, Team Seal Day was sick.
It was a blast, and then it ended.
Deity Thor, sorry.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Ranged blades. And also, while we're speaking about prizing, if you watched us on the live stream, don't worry, we're still going to send those things to you. It's just been a little hard to like readjust to like regular life. They're in our living room. They're taped up.
They're gonna all get sent. Thank you to everybody that reached out. Thank you everybody that keeps reaching out. It'll get sent. It'll get taken care
Promise.
of. Don't worry about it. We just gotta, go back to living our lives. We're also
100%.
remember really quickly. We're two guys.
We're
just two dudes.
With a little help from our friends.
I had two guys, a little help from our friends, but our friends ain't helping us ship this out. It's
No,
actually
they
just
are
on
not.
two guys. So we gave away a lot of cool stuff that is going to ship. But literally, again, last week, insanely sick. Had my sister's wedding to go to. This week, still insanely sick. Had other stuff to go to. This coming weekend, gonna be crazy busy this weekend. That's just what it's looking like. So
Same.
We're gonna try to get everything out here in a timely manner here soon.
Got a
But,
convention. Friends in
patience,
town.
patience is a virtue. So
Yeah.
and also you want it
Also
was
have to
free.
work.
Just remember that too. Oh, also yeah, we're guys that have lives. And we have to worry. You have to just go to work.
No, this weekend, yeah. Oh, you
This week's
saying
gonna
that,
be
I was
nuts.
like,
Yeah.
it is going to be
dude,
a
this
really
weekend's
busy
gonna be nuts.
weekend.
Also, literally, Wednesday, Thursday, I have people coming over, like all sorts of stuff going on, dude.
Okay.
Plus, then it's literally gonna be like a marathon.
Also, like, have Borderlands to play.
Wednesday, oh, dude, you have Borderlands to play. I
want to
really
play
quickly,
Borderlands.
Video game stuff. Team Fortress 2's Halloween event, Scream Fortress came out. I played that till like 2 a.m. last night. I love Scream Fortress.
We missed you guys.
Also, Fortnite Mares is going on right now. Also, Marvel Rivals added Daredevil. It's like, dude, there's 3 video games calling me right now to play.
Dang,
It's hard.
And
I've missed doing the podcast.
Yeah,
I've missed doing
quick
YouTube
time
stuff.
out.
Yeah.
Quick time out, guys. We really did miss you. I know we're all over the place this episode.
are.
We haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah,
so
it's been a minute.
Sorry, we're just sharing
It's like when
things
you
about our life.
talk to a friend and you just kind of go wherever, just hanging out, chilling.
My brother doesn't listen to the show, so I can share this. But yeah, Borderlands is like a game
What the heck,
that...
Jeff?
Yeah, dang, Jeff. You
Come on,
wrote
dude.
our intro.
True.
We paid you for that. You should listen to the show
Yeah,
totally now.
every single time.
Even though you haven't played this game since Supernova.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been a minute. But Borderlands is a series that like we've always played together, and Borderlands is like probably my favorite video game series. Like that and Halo are like they those have to be like my 1 and 2. I love League of Legends too, but I'm reformed. Okay,
Yeah, you're better now.
it's kind of like you're done doing the drugs. That's what League of Legends is. It's not the same love.
League of Legends nasty, bro.
But Borderlands 4 is a very poorly optimized game, and it takes a pretty serious rig to play. It's huge. And so my brother, who plays on a laptop, can't play.
Ah, dang.
Which is a huge bummer because we've played every Borderlands together. And so like Chase was going to join us this time around, but it's been just Chase and I. And so I'm literally going to buy him a computer so he can play Borderlands. And he'll use it for other things.
Oh, yeah.
His birthday and Christmas are coming up. I was like, all right, whatever. So I told like my parents about it. They're like, oh, we'll get on board with that.
Nice.
But yeah, anyway, Jeff, you won't hear this, but hey, you're going to be able to play Borderlands here in a couple weeks.
Send him this soundbite.
Yeah.
Once it like actually happens, and it's like, boom.
I probably will.
You're welcome, bro.
Clip that.
Wow, brother of the year, Ian Eggleston.
So yeah, Borderlands has literally like every free moment I've had. Like this weekend, I had nothing planned.
Nice.
I had planned for Borderlands. I woke up at like 10 o'clock, hopped on at like probably 10:30 with Chase, and I think we were done at like midnight.
Oh my gosh.
With a couple breaks here and there.
That's crazy.
And we are
brutal.
still only like 50% through the game.
Nice.
It's beautiful. This game is amazing. It's back to form. The pre-sequel sucked. 3 was like okay. 4 is like 2. If you're a Borderlands fan, you haven't played it yet. If you have, like, send me your thoughts on it. It's amazing.
Heck yeah.
Okay, resuming.
Absolutely.
Friday, modern.
Friday, dude. Modern.
Or sorry,
Big dance.
Saturday, modern.
Well, fan appreciation.
Ah, yes.
Friday night. Fan appreciation. Jimmy.
Yeah, Scott joined us.
He did. He was there. Anyways, Jimmy also showed off Venom Galactus. My favorite thing is like Venom Galactus. I love that.
Dude, unreal. It looks straight out of the panel.
Looks so sick. Looks so comic accurate. Phoenix Buster, Sentinel Buster, whatever.
Sentinel Buster Iron Man.
Dude, sick. Looks awesome. Looks just huge. Like he's going to be big, dude. Like, so Galactus, Sentinel Buster Iron Man. I'm looking forward to it.
The card for that Iron Man too,
so cool.
like they showed like that little
so
snippet
sick.
of it. It's like, whoa. And
Yeah,
then
dude.
Jimmy had also mentioned it's like you'll be able to plug in your different Iron Men into it, which is like,
I know. That's what do you mean?
what else is this coming with?
Yeah.
So if you look through the slides and maybe you wanted a little more info, the full video of the fan appreciation is up on your YouTube if you wanted to check that out, if you haven't already. My favorite thing that we saw easily, I mean, well, again, we get there on Wednesday, we're setting up. Actually, we got there Tuesday.
Yep.
And there was a banner for Battle of Gotham, or Fight for Gotham.
Fight for Gotham.
Not Battle for Gotham.
Fight for Gotham.
Can't say that.
It's definitely Fight for Gotham.
Fight for
And we should
Gotham.
only ever refer to it as Fight for Gotham.
Yeah, apparently, Battle for Gotham has a weird history that is not good. Is not good at all.
Nope.
I don't know. That's all I'll say.
Yep.
But Fight for Gotham, there was a banner up, and I was like,
chill.
now what is this? And I snapped a picture like right away. I was like, what the heck? And so we were asking about it. They're like, oh, well, it's a set. It's like, well, duh. I was like, what else? They're like, it has Robin in it. Like, Robin's on the poster. I'm
Yeah.
like, thanks, Brian. It's very funny.
He was. That was pretty funny.
But getting to see the Joker sculpt specifically.
Oh, yeah.
With the poison and the little
Yes.
thing and the hat. Sam. Dude, that Joker sculpt was so freaking cool. Thundercats, that Lionel?
Dude.
I've seen no discourse around how nasty that dude
That's
is.
one of the nuttiest leadership
Whoa.
powers I've seen in a while.
Yeah, he's got Wall Crawler with
me.
like Exploit who
Dude.
shuts off shape change. He's
nuts.
a baller.
Yeah.
He's an assassin, baby.
I need him bad.
I
I don't
really
think
like
I've
that.
watched an episode of the Thundercats, and I'm like, this dude rules.
That
It's
show is
awesome.
like an acid trip,
I believe it.
is how I describe it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like
Sure,
a
man.
hallucination.
All right.
That
I'm
is,
with it.
I think that
It
is a
reminds me
fair
of
thing.
there was like a Lego sub theme for a while. Maybe you remember this, where it was like alligator people were like the enemies, and like the tiger cat people were like the heroes. That's what those are the Thundercats vibes. I can't think of the name right now. There's no way.
Dude, I know exactly what you're
Lego
talking about,
sub,
though.
yeah, dude, you can picture it. They have little animal heads. It's not like Leo or Lio or
Well, it's like if you think about just the
Creo.
storyline of
Yeah.
Thundercats, like this ancient
Literally
mummy
don't know it.
is after the
Okay.
sword, and he's scared of his reflection.
oh, is that?
And these cat
Mum
people
Rods.
came from a planet that was destroyed. Very loosely, I'm sure I'll get corrected here.
Okay.
So their planet gets destroyed, and like the Sword of Omens That's like Lionel's thing, right?
Lionel's.
Lionel, yeah, Lionel.
Lionel.
Jeez,
Hey,
I don't know why I said Lionel. Again, butchered it. But yeah, it's like, and he's like powered by like the three ancient forces of evil
thing as well as the cool sword.
Claw shield.
Claw shield, yeah.
Yeah. And Snarf, the point of this is Snarf is the best thing about it.
Okay. No. Like how Orko is the best thing about He-Man. That's what Snarf is for the Thundercats.
All I'm saying is Snarf did wield the sword at one point. Okay. Very briefly. He did.
Is the sword like Mjolnir to where it's like cool that he wielded it, or is it just like...
Well, he can
pick it up. It's
I think
sick.
Lionel like loses it in an episode, and Snarf has to like go run and get it. Because Snarf, they'd always ditch. They'd leave him behind.
Sure.
So then you have to go save him. And then he like tossed the sword to Lionel, and then he, saved the day.
Nice.
But it's like nobody else uses the sword from what I remember.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. So of all people to pick it up, it's crazy that Snarf picked it up.
I think Snarf, too, at one point, I don't know if it was like from the sword's powers or not, but he becomes Snarf Raw. So in the same way that Mumra becomes jacked, he gets jacked too.
That rules.
So if we saw like the iconic set, but
That's what we need.
So we've made the request for a 2x2 Bane. I would now like to request a 2x2 Snarf Raw.
That's so funny.
And Snarf.
Just Snarf, period.
Yeah.
Where's he
at? Mumra sculpt is money, though.
Sick.
Crazy cool. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
So all the previews.
Fan appreciation rule.
My favorite things, the Thundercats. I'm excited to see the rest of them. That dial was crazy on Lino. And then, the Joker with the gas. Very, very fun.
Ugh.
So.
Modern.
The best for me.
It really is just an electrical day when Modern starts and people are buzzing.
Oh yeah,
everybody's getting set up, and you're just like, dude, there's a world champion tomorrow.
Only one.
And it all starts here, all starts today. Saw a lot of cool stuff in Modern. Got a shout out Heroclix headquarters with the Galactus build.
Oh yeah,
sitting inside the arena marker
with
genius.
The chase cap, and Kevin.
It's really cool.
Very, very fun. Cool Only build. Galactus on the field. Led to some very cool pictures for us as well. So thank you for playing that.
I had a shout out Randy Carter. He was big on the Captain America Kooky Quartet, playing it the way I was playing it with Cap on the shield bounce ability. I don't know how far exactly he got in that day, but he was rocking it. So I got to do mad respect there that he was still rocking the shield bounce team. So I love that. That was awesome. Yeah,
man. I'll do a shout out for Bill, our
data analyst
Bill. He's been so high on Zala from Masters of Time for how long? And he's fought to the death that she is better than Diana. And I know that he will bring up this point probably forever. He'll be a master of time in his own way.
I guess.
Never forgetting this moment. So shout out to JM for getting second place with Zala. The combo of her with the God Killer sword, no mastermind, shape change, super senses, mystics.
Brutal.
Wow. This guy had Necro Sword plus on a character that can hypersonic across the board. So that was crazy. Also, Reverse Flash, didn't make as much of a showing as I thought he would.
Wild to me.
JM, again, piloted that figure incredibly, to second place. I think it's a figure that a lot of people recognized as good, but not quite good enough. Opted for other primes. Colossus. Spirit of Vengeance, too, though, did not make as much of a showing as we thought it would.
No.
It was, I think, 18% of the field. Which...
Yeah, he's way less.
1 in 5? I don't know.
Yeah.
But then you think about things, it's already been talked about on other shows. Predegaton was actually played less than we thought as well.
Ooh, okay.
Expected him on at least 1 in every 3 builds.
Ooh.
Not the case.
I got to shout out this team as well. Just Paris Gordon... Listening to dude, the 6 Daredevils Kingpin Prime. Bill, Ian, and I have been all up on this Kingpin Prime with the Daredevil team for forever, right?
This, yeah.
Yeah, we've always been about it. I've taken it to tournaments a ton. Ian's been a Daredevil hoarder, a next level singing from the rooftops. How is no one buying all these Daredevils? I have to get all these.
If I wasn't I had just started a new job at that point, I would have bought 10 more. But I was this is wildly irresponsible for me to do right now.
Yeah, dude.
I was literally at work looking at all of them on eBay after the set had come out, and I was I have to be crazy because every podcast glazed over him. They're he's okay. He's okay.
I was I always thought he should, like, dude, this guy should have the unique ring. He's too good to be played in multiples.
Broken.
He's so insane. And so, like, we've been big on him, huge on him. And then literally 2 months ago, Bill and I and Johnny are doing the podcast. We're going over Paris's team, and he's got like 5 Daredevils. I'm like, dude, he should add one more. That's why he didn't win. And then he does add a 6th Daredevil. Played it this at Worlds, and he got, was it top 8, top 4? What did he end up getting?
He got top 8.
Top 8, insane run, Paris Gordon, dude, world champion of the past.
Yeah.
Coming back and just doing so insane, and he's
With
been having
such
a great.
cool team.
He's having a pretty good, consistent showing these last couple of years at Worlds. Actually,
Yeah.
with some upsets.
He beat Isaac a couple years back.
Isaac, dude, him being the top 32, the 32nd seed by strength of schedule.
He was
and then
top
beating
8
Isaac.
2 years ago.
And then a lot of good, consistent top 8 finishes. Paris is a beast. And I love that he was rocking Kingpin Prime with the Daredevils. It just rules. Also, shout out on the engagement to Paris. Hope you guys are,
Yeah. Hey,
that's awesome. Like,
congratulations,
seriously,
man.
guys, congratulations. So that was another team I had to highlight because, yeah, dude, Kingpin Prime with the Daredevil squad, it rules. It's stunting. You're stunned on him. You got stunt tokens.
Azareth did it his way too. He was playing She-Hulk.
He did indeed, dude.
His top 16 match went very quick.
That was crazy.
I walked over. I asked him what happened. He's like, I walked over and I hit him a bunch. I was like, okay, well, there you go.
That's all it takes sometimes.
The mound terrain is crazy. So the reason it's crazy is like it's 3 squares of elevated and then there's 1 square of blocking. And so what he was doing is he was throwing that under people and then somebody with improved movement blocking would break it. And I'm like, that's actually so sick. I really like that tech. It's already been talked about ad nauseum, I'm sure. Sorry, I'm not super caught up on the podcast, but like the 35-point 400 kit, Miles Morales.
Oh, dude.
Just nuking
Sleeper
damage
pick.
reduction.
A lot of people playing that piece, yeah.
Crazy reach, like 10 movement with wall crawler, 3 square giant reach from a free Mjolnir. Yeah, it's a pretty good 35-point piece.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So that was a cool tech piece to see. I don't think anyone saw that coming. I mean, the Lobo Prime team was like legitimately
that was
very, very interesting. Yeah. Shout out Matt Reed, obviously, for getting the whole Phoenix Wolverine.
Matt Reed's the man, dude.
Again, if he would have hit a Spirit
hero.
of Vengeance at any point, like he would get nuked in one turn.
Totally, yeah.
But he didn't.
Heart of the cards, heart of the clicks, baby.
Heart of the clicks.
Heart of the clicks.
Every round, he's like, "Yep, I took it." I'm like, "How?"
How, dude? It was awesome. It's just watch him just win and win and win, dude.
And Lucas had talked about. He's like, "Yeah, I had play tested like Phoenix Wolverine at one point." He's like, "But it just gets nuked by Spirit of Vengeance." I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah.
But if you don't play against him, there you go.
You can beat one of the 2 only undefeated players.
One of 2. Yeah, I mean, another point to highlight is that in top 4, Joe and Az had played.
Yep.
And it went to a 0-0 roll-off. They both roll a 10.
Yep.
And then Az rolls a 7, Joe rolls a 10 again. And it's just like...
insane.
That's wild. So, yeah, I mean, all this to say with Modern, with Heroclix, you know, a big... kind of okay, so yeah, Saturday concludes. Like, it was a great day of Modern
Saturday
play.
was awesome.
We're talking about Saturday and Sunday at the same time.
We are
right now.
kind of. Modern is getting mixed.
But you know the champion, right? So he played a lot of meta stuff. You know, he played the Colossus. He played Chair Panther, which people had also written off, but then everybody came back with. They didn't write him off entirely, but they said he's like not as good, right? But then there were so many people playing him.
He
like
ended up being like borderline necessary.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
I would say so. Yeah.
But what Joe did do is he continued to play the figure that he likes, and he won He won everything. So people had consistently talked about how bad that Ghost Rider was. I have flip-flopped my opinion of him. I'm never sure. I still don't know if it's a good figure.
Yeah, dude.
That's how I feel about him. But what I want to say is that, you know, the biggest proponent of Heroclix is like, find that figure that you like and be consistent with it. I'm not going to say you'll win Worlds too.
No.
But you can do really well with a figure that you're familiar with, as opposed to like, oh, this is just the best thing.
Yeah.
So if you like Cyclops, you know, play Cyclops. If you like Superman, go ahead.
Yeah.
To each their own. But
yeah, it's not me.
It's not me,
Never be
dog.
me, bro. No, like I think you have to definitely talk about the three-peat. Joe Harrison, and I love that we were able to. These are all streamed too. This guy's run is a pretty well documented.
All documented, yeah.
Heroclix. So winning Champion Clicks Open, back
the
in
revolution
March.
Will be televised.
So yeah, dude, winning Champion Clicks Open, like yo, dude, Joe Harrison, and it was cool because like, dude, you won with Ghost Rider, finally. Winning an event with Ghost Rider, huge, like a major event with Ghost Rider, really cool. Coming back, Nationals, winning again, and you're like, dang, all right, this homeboy is cooking a little bit here. And then it was, I would say, we certainly talked about it a lot in, leading up to Worlds, and then at Worlds is like, dude, what if Joe just takes the three-peat? What if he's like a never before ever happens in Heroclix, winning both Nationals and Worlds and like the major like third party like kind of event? Like this is massive. What if he actually takes the three-peat and he took it home? And that's just insane Heroclix history, completely unheard of.
But now we'll see if he's just a flash in the pan.
Dude, this is a generational run. That's been thrown around a lot this year, and I would say as like 2025, that's Joe Harrison's year. Just period in Heroclix. Like
I'm gonna say this really quick. It's basketball reference, which won't make a ton of sense.
Larry Bird.
No. Okay. Larry Bird dominated for a long time.
Okay, that was my only guess. That's all I had.
It's another white player though.
Oh,
Dirk Nowitzki with the Dallas Mavericks.
Just not gonna know that guy.
This guy beat like one of the best Spurs teams, one of the best Laker teams, and beat LeBron in his prime in the finals. Like dusted him. So he beat like 3 major teams. This guy wasn't exactly like a no-name player.
Okay.
Definitely not. But that's the Mavericks like only championship.
Ooh.
And he like carried hard. So it's like now we'll see is Joe going to end up being like a Dirk Nowitzki where it's like, he gets his MVP, has his great season, he blows everyone out of the water. But then, he had some top 8, some top 16s. Like, is he going to be able to win again? A lot of pressure. He has a lot of pressure. I guess,
dude, is there I would just be like, dude, I did something that never happened ever again. Do I even care?
He's only played competitively for like 2 years.
That's also nuts. That's also just insane.
So he's like new to the game.
Yeah.
So like that's another thing.
Yeah, insanely new.
So it's like he's not like he's going to be like, and I can finally hang my hat up.
That is, I guess, no.
So that's why I say there's pressure because he's still he's still quote unquote new.
Would I feel pressure? I guess.
Is he a one-trick rider?
I don't know I don't know. Dude, I'd be like, I've done something that's unheard of.
Oh,
even
yeah.
if I never
I want to make it clear.
Yeah.
Hats off to you,
Insane.
Joe. Incredible.
Just
I'm not even recording with my Liquid Death hat on right now.
Just a cool. It's true. Neither of us have hats on.
No hats.
Believe it, listener. Imagine us now, Ian and Calder. No
hats.
No hats.
Ooh. In 3D.
No Liquid Death hat. No cowboy hat. Ooh. What does it look like?
Congratulations, Joe Harrison.
Incredible person, incredible player, and just made Heroclix history, and it's awesome. It's awesome to see it.
Is there a shifting? This is a wild. Okay. I have 3 things I want to talk about.
Okay.
So let me cover these things before I get into my big point. So a big reason why people think Ghost Rider is not good is largely because Joe has argued this, is that they're not playing him correctly. Like Joe and JM has also come to his defense on this, where it's like he goes to the middle of the map and Ghost Rider is not there to be like the ultimate defense denial. He's more so to say like, all right, I'm going to be really hard to crack. You're not going to get to do what you want to do. You can use Elevated to break it, but now you're spending action economy to do it. So he creates a wall of like disruption as opposed to like defense.
Okay.
In addition to that, he was playing him with the gem, which gave him super strength, which allows him to manipulate terrain, which that's going to be my second point in a moment here. But I really think that like this goes to stand on the point of it's like so many people can think a figure is bad. They might just be playing it wrong. So if you have a ton of familiarity, which Joe probably has hundreds of reps with this Ghost Rider at this point, I mean, who's to say that? You look at what got second place, and JM was nuking people all day.
It's such a funny matchup. 'Cause, number one, I love John Michael's team. I love that team. Obviously, he's playing Pegasus Cap. He's playing Past. I love Past Ventures.
It's a sick team.
Like, it's such a sick team. It's literally, I take your powers away the team, and then Joe's team is like, I keep my powers the team.
And his is the only team that does that.
Yes, really. Yeah.
In the entire tournament, unless somebody else was playing Ghost Rider, actually there was Josiah was playing.
Oh, heck yeah.
He was playing Ghost Rider. But he was playing him fundamentally different than how Joe does.
Yeah. Well, and another thing, if you looked online, you saw a lot of the comments under any build or any post that said, like, congratulations, Joe, like, this is his team build. So many people are like, how does it work? And that's what I love about Heroclix. It's not like other games where it's like, okay, imagine you can see, like, yeah, it's probably the deck strategy. It probably does this thing. It's pretty easy. But because it's also just this huge positioning and strategy game, it's less obvious to just look at his build sheet and be like, yeah, that's how that team works completely, and like that's how he plays it. It kind of harkens back. I feel like this player was one you have to mention it, but Tyler Spees played Wales nonstop for like a year and a half, whatever it was.
People tried to get on his wave, but nobody could like fully imitate it.
No, they really couldn't. And so it's like, yeah, he was a player that built that team, knew the team's in and outs, knew it on certain maps, knew like different strategies against other teams. Like he was so invested in that team and that style of play that he had opened up so many more strategies that you really only get once you put in that many reps. And that's the same with Joe. Like people can't even fathom
he played
what some of those strategies are.
He played the Gem of Cider, the Crimson Gem.
The Crimson Gem, yeah.
He played that over Animal Man. Do you know how much you need to know about your team to make that decision? That's insane.
Yeah.
He chose super strength and improved movement blocking over pick 20 powers.
Pick like anything.
20 powers. So that just goes to show you the homework you need to do. I don't think you get 10 people in a room. I don't think 9 out of 10 of those people are making that decision. So it's just insane. The other point that I really wanted to make in what I saw with this game, so the next point we'll get into is like terrain manipulation. Throughout the years of Heroclix, especially in the more recent eras, like in the last like 4 years, a big part of teams like efficiency, a big part of a team's ability to win, or maybe that micro separation, is the ability to manipulate terrain. Whether that's taking away your opponents, breaking adjacency with like Elevated in the last few years. If you watch like top tier games, this is a common thing that happens. So players who are very familiar with like disruption, with players who are familiar with the ability to manipulate terrain in their favor, if you can do that on a micro scale, I just feel like you're so much better off than other players. So for people who are trying to get better at the game, I think that's a point. It was kind of an epiphany for me. It's like, this is a way bigger deal than I've ever thought it was. Terrain manipulation is everything, even when it's not that important in the game. But in recency, like breaking adjacency with MOE.
That's been massive.
Yeah, insane. And then it kind of went away. Terrain wasn't as important. People are playing a lot of blocking. That's fine. With people probably prepared for things like Joe. Didn't go so well.
Yeah.
He went undefeated.
You need the 1x2
breaking adjacency on the Ghost Rider. Yeah. Breaking adjacency on Spirit of Vengeance.
It's huge.
There's so much stuff. But the thing is it's really easy. The point of what I'm saying, the point of the point is to say, it's very easy to say, will you just throw Elevated under him? Not every team can just do that.
Yeah.
True. In the same way where it's like you just kill him. He just dies. So if you want to get better at Heroclix, or if you want to analyze game further, stop saying things like that. Stop acting that way. Apply it to a match. If you think Ghost Rider just dies because you throw a piece of Elevated under him,
hit him for 4 damage.
Go do it.
Toughness.
Go do it.
Then do it.
I invite you to do it. Oh, Spirit of Vengeance, he can't kick out a pilot if you just throw Elevated under it. I mean, you can make the same argument of, okay, I destroy your Elevated. It's like going back to grade school and being like, and I have a sword that does 1 million damage. Dude. Well, I have an armor with 1,000,001 health. So deducing, I'm not mad at anyone saying this. I'm getting a little like worked up, I feel like. But I'm just saying, like,
Ian, calm down.
Deducing the game to generalization. Shut up. Generalizing the game to a point of like, oh, you just do this and it's canceled out is the wrong way to think. But it's funny saying that because largely John Michael's team was that. Of like, I have Mind Gem.
I get rid of your stuff.
I have Zala with the Godkiller sword, who we already went over. And then I have, what was the third element?
I mean, Captain America.
Mind Gem, Captain America.
Captain America, Pegasus, get
rid
of defense powers.
He had 3 forms of like stripping everything that you do.
It rocks. That's my kind of team, too. I love, Pulse Wave, Harley Quinn, like all this stuff. Like, he has a ton.
A Swiss Army knife of just like getting rid of stuff. And so people who want to make the argument that, like, I guess Ghost Rider's not a good figure, honestly, you could probably still win me over on that. But the point of what I'm saying...
3 championships. That's crazy.
But that's the player.
And he won it with a not very good figure.
That's the player, though.
You could say that, I guess.
Because the thing is he was using Ghost Rider so often to manipulate terrain.
Yeah.
And he was playing it in a way other people weren't. Sure, he was using him defensively, but it was a lot of the offensive capability that Ghost Rider was bringing that was winning him matches. Ghost Rider's biggest, I think, from my takeaway from watching Joe, his like biggest proponent to winning, I could be way off base with this, is literally just like that first turn of like, I can move up, I can be where I want to be, I get to do what I want to do, you don't.
That is huge.
And so even if you end up getting to do what you want to do, even if you throw that elevated under me, do this, do that, whatever, I still made you like waste actions. So at a minimum, he absorbs action economy. So anyway, very, very long tangent to say like, I think terrain manipulation is like the number one thing that you should study if you want to get better at like micro play. I think that could make a huge difference for you as a player.
So bad at terrain stuff, dude.
I'm awful.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible.
Unless it's like kind of obvious, I'm just like, I don't know, man. You know?
It's like, oh, this one's cool. It's a 3x3.
Pretty much. It's, some characters that really had like heavy terrain stuff, I just didn't pay attention to for a long time. I just kind of ignored it. Then I finally played like the con exclusive Joker that moves terrain. I'm like, it's so fun. Oh my gosh.
He's a bad
I
dude.
ignored it because I was like, dude, terrain is just headache.
I want to make
deal
bystanders, okay?
That's what I like.
I want to
like
generate
making
dudes. I want to make bystanders.
Yup. Yes, sir.
Yes,
That's what I'm talking
Sign
about.
me up.
Yep.
I want to play Mysterio.
I'm there.
I want to poison you to death. I'm a simple man.
Poison's a little nuts. You like Mysterio poison? I like a little Red Lantern poison.
Yeah,
I like poisoning people.
Poison is a fun
Poison's
power.
a pretty fun power. I hate rolling dice. No, I'm just kidding. I love rolling dice.
Anyway, congratulations, Joe.
Dude,
World
Joe,
is awesome.
Joe Coleman Harrison. You're a
And
2025 world champion.
Shout out WizKids once again. On our way
Absolutely.
out the door, they did secure us sets of lantern batteries for the entire Dial H crew. Shout out to Alec Musser, our man in the sky, our man in the tower, however you want to frame it. He made a ton of the graphics that you guys saw. He was fantastic. He was so helpful. He clipped all the matches in a very, very quick manner, so we didn't have to do that when we went back to the hotel. He's amazing. Shout out to AWHILE for bringing us another stream via the Alpha Strike. Very cool of him to do that. Everyone we worked with this year. So AWHILE, Luke, and Alec, like, thank you so much. Obviously, Simeon, you're still like part of the gang, but we'll thank you too. You were a hero. You were a hero.
Yes, he was.
You were the hero that Memphis needed. So that was
gracious.
Worlds.
That was Worlds, man.
We had a blast, guys. It's always a pleasure to do this for you guys. There were definitely some things that, as always, like we feel like we can improve on.
Not perfect.
No.
Pretty dang good.
Happy with it.
Very happy.
Happy with the turnout we had. Like we had a lot of viewership, or very high viewership this year. So thank you guys for showing up to that. But yeah, we definitely recognize a few flaws. There's definitely some things we want to improve on. We want to bring commentary to you guys.
We do. We were able to do it at Nationals.
Hard.
We quite literally had a different physical setup for Nationals that made commentary both plausible but not great. And it was it's a lot. Heroclix is a weird game. We say it every time. It's like, dude, Heroclix, they are talking. We don't want to talk over them. Heroclix is a game where they very much are like...
In a card game, you point to a card. It's like, this is what the card does.
Yeah.
And we know that.
Yep.
In Heroclix, like in
So
Yu-Gi-Oh!,
much.
you point to the card, you point, you're attacking.
Yep.
In Heroclix, it's like, okay, I'm going to move up here, position. Actually, maybe not. Oh, okay, now I'm going to I'm going to perplex. So it's like
it's hard.
Batman to punch Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know this. It's
yeah.
It's not A to B. It's A to E.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And there's a 1B, a 2B, a 3B.
I mean, there's crazy. Yeah, it's just a crazy amount of setup. I mean, shoot, there was, like I said, that turn against like Alex Mater trying to like take out his Arkillo. There's literally like the turn where it was mine to attack. I was like, okay, it's gonna be a long turn. Him first, then him, then he needs to move here for this empower, then this, and like you sometimes have to completely plan out your turn right away in order to just be like, that's how it has to be. You get on this click, then this click, then this click. Like when it's serious, it's nuts. So there's just so much planning and so much just talking involved in HeroClix.
A lot of it is like droning, though.
It's also hard to like, yeah, he's definitely going for this. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Whoops. And you can be super in it. Like you can be paying attention to the game, spot on. You can know everything there is to know about Modern. I still don't know what's going through their brains, dude. It's Heroes players. They're something else. They're next level.
So we are looking at ways to just bring more info to the screen.
Yeah.
Just bring more info to you guys. And so, we've got some time to work on that.
We do.
And yeah, you guys will probably see some practice stuff coming your way. There's a lot of media we want to do. Again, it's a lot of it is not necessarily that like, oh my gosh, we're so much busier people. It's just our schedules have not been overlapping very well. Been able to align, we are currently sitting on a brick of X-Men that is just unopened in our living room.
The living room,
burning me alive. Like
chilling.
I want to. It's for you.
Oh yeah, I am chilling. I'm sorry, y'all. That was the worst Captain America has been written like ever. He was a jobber for Rogue.
I thought it was really accurate.
It was not accurate. Oh, you won't need this sugar. Accurate. Throw your tantrum somewhere else, Rogue. Get out of here. I'm sorry. I
thought it was really accurate. I thought that was honestly like that's my Captain America.
Stop.
Well, okay, sorry. It's my number 2 Captain America. There you go. My number 1 is Red Brown.
Stop.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Stop.
For those of you guys who don't know,
you're crazy.
That is the Captain America that came in on a motorcycle, on a hang glider.
A hang gliding motorcycle, yes. Oh my god.
Calder didn't even know that.
I did know that. What do you mean?
I had to show it to him.
What do you mean? I've seen those movies before we were even friends. I knew that. He was a painter.
A beach skate painter.
He was a beach skate painter. And his name's like... No, it was Steve Rogers. It was Steve Rogers.
His name is Stevie Boo Boo Bear.
Yeah. But it's Rogers. Like, he wasn't even in World War II. Like, he's not. No.
He's vibing.
Just like a guy that's like there. He's maybe like a Vietnam vet or something. I don't know what he was, but he's not World War II.
We do have some more Heroclix stuff for you guys. So, yeah, we're sitting on a brick of X-Men, but we're going to film that as of recording it tomorrow, the next day. So, it'll... Probably.
No, yeah, we'll film it tomorrow. We'll film it tomorrow.
And we have a new... Oh, one more thing about Worlds. We got to bring home the Fight for Gotham and X-Men 97 banners. Sick. Thank you for now filling out our living room, WizKids. I really wanted the Strange Tales one. That's okay. It went to, I believe, Dustin for like his birthday or something.
Oh, that's fair.
So, yeah, no, I'm not going to fight for that. Are you kidding me?
Yes. Sure.
But the X-Men 97 one, I thought was easily the coolest. Like Magneto's front and center.
It looks so clean.
The colors are amazing. A lot of people wanted to purchase that from me. I'm sorry. It's going to be in the videos.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
It's too baller.
But... other HeroClix stuff.
Shout out really quick Worlds. I want to shout out Stephen Clark. He gave me 4 White Monsters, day 0 of Worlds. I want to shout out Keith Barnett. He donated chairs and the Simeon Sergeant Rock helmet that was used a wild amount. Obviously shouting out Matt Reed, Jonathan Virgilio, Joseph Coleman Harris, John Michael DiGiulio, just being a stand-up guy, being a great dude.
He is a great dude.
Just serious, what a cool dude. Such a cool dude. I want to shout out Matt Donham for dressing up, looking spiffy in his suit. I want to shout out Oscar Galindo for obviously winning silver, being a great guy. Of course, Saul and Richie were there. It's always great to see those guys again. Obviously, shout out Asael. Shout out Diego. Waiting for that Beast cosplay.
Yeah, hey,
Diego.
TikTok.
Come on. Halloween, at least. Halloween's coming up. I want to see Beast. Come on, Diego.
Tape some hair on your body.
You can do it.
Paint
I believe
yourself
in you.
blue.
Do it. Just do it.
For me.
And, of course, Dovo, Ryan, Brian, Jimmy, the whole WizKids crew that was there. Those guys were awesome. Of course, got great meeting Scott James as well. So,
shout out all those guys.
Shout out everybody. Yeah, shout out everybody.
Everybody you just listed. Thank you. I have a couple more. So all the new volunteer, all the new judge staff. Again, congratulations. That's really cool. Jackson, Dan, Jay. Super cool. It was a lot of fun to see you guys on the other side. I don't know. I don't know where we stand. We're in some weird gray area.
Somewhere in there.
Chase Taylor, shout out to you, man. It was really fun. Actually, I think it was during Top 16. We just had a really long conversation about how his favorite characters are Batman, Wolverine, and Captain America.
Holy based.
And he's like, yeah, I couldn't believe it when I first started listening to you guys.
That's awesome.
And he had asked, is the show done? I'm like, oh my gosh, people actually listen. I was no, man, it's not done. We're just, going through. He's like, okay, good. It's very nice of him. But we chatted, our favorite writers, favorite artists for Batman, just our favorite Batman and HeroClix. And we're just right next to a top 16 match, just hilarious. Going absolute Batman's crazy. Is it? I got to check that one out,
Yeah.
So seriously, it was so nice to talk to you. Thank you for being such a big fan of the show. Your buddy Duncan as well. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. It was a lot of fun. I want to shout out Rory Zog as well.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah,
first night we were there, I ended up talking to him for probably 2 hours just about this, that, and the other. It was his first Worlds, so I hope he had a great time. It seems like he did. I just felt kind of bad because every other time that he had found me. I was like, he would literally find me and I'd be in the middle of something. I'm like, man, I can't hang out and talk right now. But that first night, we just sat around in like the patio in Memphis and just chatted for like probably like 2 to 3 hours. It's a lot of fun.
Which does rule.
Yeah, I mean, you already shouted out, I think, just about everybody.
I got to shout out Kari Sampson. He was just chilling in the lobby.
Multiple man.
One time, playing multiple man. He was awesome. He's like, Calder, if I say the name Nick Spencer to you, what does that mean? I'm like, you got to remind me who that is. Sorry. I'm really bad at comic artists. He's like, he wrote the Hail Hydra Captain America run. I was like, oh, yeah. Ugh. Disgusting. Nick Spencer wasting Captain America in the worst ways ever. So thank you, Kari, for reminding me of Nick Spencer existing. Shout out Miles Kane for just being himself.
Obviously, yeah.
You know,
the whole Degeneration Clicks gang.
I got to shout out Oliver Redmond.
Shout out Christine, and then Christine's husband.
Christine's husband, of course. Shout out Christine and
Christine Redmond being the pinnacle,
of course.
I
mean, you could also call him Oliver Redmond's dad.
Yeah,
as well.
That's fair.
I think he goes by either one. Christine's Oliver's dad or Christine's husband. I do have to actually shout out Oliver though. He showed me these sick Secret Wars Battle World miniatures that were like a Funko Pop collectible board game sort of thing, and they had like Venom, Doctor Strange, they had Capwolf, and like all these really cool versions of these characters. And he's like, dude, we have to do an unboxing. And I'm like, I want to, Oliver.
Sure,
these
man, yeah.
actually look sick.
So
he really, dude, I think so. Like he like was showing me a lot of these really cool sculpts. I'm like, this is actually like really sick, dude. I gotta like try to find these, pick these up somewhere because they are.
I do want to say, like, Ryan, we love you.
Yeah, Oliver's dad is cool. He's a cool guy. I like Christine's husband. He's a cool dude.
It was genuinely great to see you again,
say
Ryan.
His name this episode. Yeah, it was great talking to Christine.
It was great to see you, Christine's husband. Oh man. Yeah, I know. I mean, my favorite part of Worlds, as far as people go, is always seeing Luke. It's the one time a year I get to see him. He lives in Canada, which, yeah, I mean, not exactly easy to get to. It's not exactly easy for him to get to the States. He's also a photographer, and he's very busy in September, and he always makes time to come to this event. Genuinely just always have such a good time hanging out with him. Luke he's a different duck is what I'll say.
Yeah, he's vegan.
But every now and that's what I'm getting at.
No one's perfect.
But hanging out with Luke is always just a bit of I don't know, it's a bit of an adventure. He'll just drop some like crazy lore about himself
and you're like,
that you didn't know.
What?
You can know the guy for like 4 or 5 years, and then out of nowhere he'll just tell you the wildest story. And then he'll be like, yeah, so let's get coffee.
Yeah. Anyways.
So you always end up learning a bit.
Huh?
But it was yeah.
It is crazy.
He did that to me at like 8 in the morning on Thursday, and I just looked at him. I was like, "I'm sorry, man. It's like too early for me to respond to that." He's like, "That's fine." So, Luke, sorry if I'm blowing up your spot too much, but genuinely,
man, the myth.
Always good to hang out with Luke.
Cat. He's awesome.
And yeah, just that's like, I don't know, probably my favorite part of Worlds is getting to hang out with Luke.
I love going to Cookout too.
Yeah. I like that he likes going there just because of the absurdity of the menu.
Of us ordering. Yeah, he gets
nothing. I can't eat anything on this menu, but...
Oh my gosh, so much fun.
So, last Clicks announcement, if you guys have stuck around through just the kind of droning and, you know, us, like, genuinely...
We're just having a good time,
We missed you guys. Yeah. It's been fun to riff and kind of share these things, just what we've been up to. One thing that I am up to is working tirelessly with David and Chris with the Champion Clicks Open. We have a very fun November event planned, our fall festive event here for Champion Clicks. Now, the pricing for this, I think, is crazy. Like, if you missed out on Worlds, like 100%, you're going to want to find a way to get to one of these events. At some point here in the near future, we're going to get David on to talk about our new format as well. David worked really hard on this, and he even has like some rule arbiters, like really going through and fine-tuning it. It sounds like a lot of fun. Degeneration Clicks is actually going to be streaming that, piloting out the format for it. But I think it is a new, really fun way to play 2v2 Heroclix. But for the events themselves, these will probably be running from about November 10th to the 30th. So early to late November, kind of just the whole month. But we are only going to be doing 8 venues. Ooh. And so obviously we would love to do more. We'd love to bring them to as many places as we could. There's just some restrictions. It's not as easy as just like buy the Heroclix, bring them. There's always something. But we are really excited for these events. And if these November events go well, then, next year we'll definitely listen to you guys and we will blow this thing up as much as we can. But I'm personally very excited for it. November is a month that I've always wanted to do more Heroclix stuff with. So very early on in my tenure with Champion Clicks, this is something that I had personally pushed for. And to kind of see it coming to light in, the months it takes to build stuff out like this, dude, it's awesome.
My favorite Clicks memories are my birthday's in November. When there's a Heroclix tournament around your birthday, it rocks. And there was a few WKOs one year that were all around my birthday, and I'm like, this is awesome. It was 2017, 2018. There's always a WKO in November, and I'm like, this rules. This is they're like, do you really just want to go down to Sioux Falls or Omaha or whatever?
Yeah, Mom.
And I'm like, yeah, I do. That's actually exactly how I want to spend my birthday. This would rule.
Yeah. And
they're like, okay. That's
what we're doing. They didn't get it.
They
and
really
then
don't.
Here I am, 16 years later after skipping that family vacation. I was like, I think I made the right play, Mom.
Oh my gosh.
I think I knew my cards pretty well, Mom. Still have that Fire Lord.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have anything from Okoboji. Facts, which is a very fun lake, but true. I don't know what you would get there.
I just called my mom the other day when I was coming back from playing the zombie team base, and I was kind of telling her why it meant so much to me for playing the zombie
I've done
team
this
base.
To my mom too.
I know, and she's just okay. But I was like, no, Mom, you don't get it. When it came out in 2014, I was 15 years old. I didn't have money to buy these zombies. I barely got 2 of them. You can't play the team base with 2, Mom. And then for Christmas, I finally got friggin' Sabretooth, and I could only play 3. And you really can't play the team base with 3 either, but that's the bare minimum you need. So yeah, it's pretty meaningful to be able to play the zombie team base. And she's you're 26 years old. And I'm like, I know. It rocks, and I have 26-year-old money who can play the zombie team base finally. I'm doing this for 15-year-old me.
When was this conversation?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon.
So that's where you're at with your mom currently?
Yes, currently.
Okay.
I'm like, you don't understand, Mom. Yeah, you know how Dara, my sister, got married last week? But I get to play the zombie team base. It means a lot to me. It's actually really sick. And I played it the Sinister Syndicate team base. It was really funny. I didn't play any of the good stuff. I played the Sinister Syndicate. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, this rules. This is so much fun. And, I mean, she was just like, yeah, it's cool. I'm glad you're having fun. I'm having a good time, dude.
In the elevator at my work, they always post, so-and-so had a baby or so-and-so got married. And this was, 4 or 5 months ago. And I was like, yeah, so when are they going to put that Ian hit Grandmaster with Magneto in the elevator?
Dude, heck yeah.
I honestly wanted to ask them to do that.
Dude, you should. Dude, at my work, I should have been like, hey, can you put up that I just got lowered with Emma Frost? Pretty fast, by the way, might I add.
Yeah,
just put that up there.
But that's all the people who's lost 60 pounds. So where I'm at with my mom currently is last time I was talking to her, I was like, yeah, I've got, a handful of more stuff coming in. WizKids are getting treated us very nice. They gave us a lot of stuff for doing Worlds. Thank you guys so much. On our way out the door, so many Lantern batteries, a lot of con exclusives,
Rules.
It was awesome. But I was on the phone with my mom. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be moving here soon. Really need to downsize. I need to get rid of some things. She's like, I never thought you'd say that. I was like, okay, but yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah. She's like, I don't even know how you're going to go about doing it. I was like, I don't either.
It's going to be tough.
Starts with cataloging.
Ugh.
A good problem to have.
Dude. It is a good problem to have. It rocks.
She's like, did you ever think you would be at this point in your life where you're like, I have too many? And I was like, you know what? No. So she's very supportive, but also understanding, yeah, you gotta dump some, brother.
I was also, just reminds me, I was like, Mom, every family vacation, I'd always pester you guys to take me to a comic book store. She was like, yeah, it was annoying. And I'm like, that's all I ever wanted to do. When we were at the Grand Canyon, I was like, gosh, I wish I was at a comic book store. Because growing up, I lived 200 miles minimum. It's 2.5-ish hours from any comic book store ever. I did not have a local comic store. I grew up in a town of 240 people. Mm-hmm. So, dude, every time we were on vacation, and I told Mom this, and I'm like, remember when we went to Las Vegas and you took me to that comic book store? She's like, yeah, I do. You had comic books. I'm like, Mom, I spent $300 at that comic book store. I saved up so much so I could just spend a stupid amount on Heroclix, comic books, and action figures. That's my favorite thing in the world. And she was like, jeez. And I'm like, Mom, if we could have spent every day in Vegas or Arizona or Colorado, I just went to a comic book store, I would have been probably happier. Like, period.
I used to just ride my bike down to Rainbow when I was a kid.
I wish I had that
I used to just go hang out there.
I wish I could have.
And I was chill enough to where they let me. I was like, that was cool.
It rocks.
My mom used to, like, ask if, because I would be like, take me to Rainbow, take me to Rainbow, take me to Rainbow Sports Cards. I want to go to Rainbow Sports Cards.
Yeah.
So she would, like, and my dad actually taught Brian economics. So I don't know if you knew that or not.
That's hilarious.
No, he was one of his students. So, like, he had, like, familiarity with, like, my family in a way. And so she would be like, is it okay, like, if he hangs out here? Like, yeah, it's fine. And I'd literally just, like, wouldn't buy anything. Just walk around.
That is crazy.
Obviously, I'd spent a lot of money at Rainbow over the years.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
But a lot of the time, I remember just, like, walking through. And I think, just as a general note, for every comic store, it's a rite of passage to just have a disgusting, dusty wall of Spawn figures.
Yeah, it's true.
Every comic store has that.
You just have to
I went to Pittsburgh. Both the ones I went to, both of them had just like a section of dusty Spawn figures that have probably been there 15 years. Nobody wants to buy. Nobody wants to buy what Reconciler,
these
Redeemer.
Weird, gross-looking characters.
Yeah,
so cool.
The clown.
Gross.
He's
so gross.
Clown
dude.
is Bobo. I don't know.
One of my favorite Heroclix Rainbow memories was so me and my ex-girlfriend, girlfriend at the time, we were shopping in Sioux Falls for Christmas presents. I had spent, $30-$40 here and there, whatever. This is when Empire came out. We get to Rainbow, and I'm like, I'm going to get maybe something for my little brother here, and then I better just pick up a brick Empire. And she's like, you're going to... it was a really awkward hour drive back to Vermilion. She goes, you spent $170 on yourself today. And I'm like, I know. Mm-hmm. I'm aware.
That was a good boy.
And she was like, the most any other present you bought was like $50 here, $40 there. And I'm like, I know.
They were an okay boy.
I don't think you understand. I'm going to pay for this brick. Like, this is not I wasted $170 myself. I'm going to probably pull Venom Magneto, which I did, which was a beautiful shot call. And like, I'll pay for the brick, and you know what? I'll buy some more presents for other people. It's like, I can't believe you spent $170. Have you bought me a present yet? And by the way, this year she got me a blender bottle. She got me a $20 shaker cup. I also just want to, Caitlin, you're getting under fire.
Wow. Wow.
And so I was like, yeah, dude, I'll spend $170 on a brick for myself, and balled out. It ruled. I love Heroclix, man.
There you go. Well, did you get her a present before you bought the brick?
I did buy. Yeah, I already bought her a present. Yeah,
okay.
I totally already bought her a present.
Another time I can think of a similar vein of just like somebody being mad at me for buying Heroclix. I had like stopped playing around it was like shortly after GSX, like kind of like Web Spider-Man around that era. And my dad is like, we were like driving around. I don't know where he's like, well, you want to pop in, say hi to Brian? I was like, yeah, it'd be good to see Brian again. It's been like, over 6 months or whatever. And we walk in there, and immediately you're eyeing the booster rack. You're like, like a GSX. I was like, I don't have any of that. Maybe I'll drop it. And so I grabbed some boosters off the wall, obviously. Yeah. And my dad's like, you don't have to. Why? No. Like, I thought, we just came here to say hi to Brian. I was like, we did come here for that. But the second you said walk in that store, I think I had other motives. So, yeah, we got to the car.
Buy a couple boosters.
And I remember my dad just shaking his head, just like, I can't believe this. And I think my dad has, always, supported.
Sorry, I just saw who those were from. I shouldn't even look. Keep going.
Oh, we'll talk about that after the show. I remember him not being so angry, right? But just being like, you're never going to be done with this, I think that was the moment he realized, this is more. To. Yeah, it's more than
rocks.
More than just a game that I play with my friends. It's a lifestyle.
Dude, I mean, that's just how I felt when I walked in. I'm like, I'll just buy a brick really quick.
Yeah.
Someone else that's crazy. I'm like, I'm just going to buy a brick really quick, man. It's whatever. I'm just getting a brick.
It's so funny when you compare it to other things. I'm not a huge statue guy, but there's characters I want statues of. I want a statue of Green Lantern still, so I occasionally check that.
Yeah.
And I'll see a price tag of $100. I'm like, God, that's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And it's like, this is the guy who spent $140 on a rack night. Probably $80 to $100 on a slew of figures I can't think of right now. The Arkham Asylum Batman, the I could go on and on and on. I was ready to spend whatever it costs to get a Green Lantern Batman.
Yeah.
I spent $200 on the zombie chase set from Supernova.
Yep.
Without even thinking. I saw that price and it was automatic. Yeah.
Yep.
But here I am looking at like this very detailed, ornate statue, and I'm like, where do
foot
these guys
tall.
get off?
Yeah. I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, you see this Captain Venom figure right here? This dude, I dropped $120 on him. Without question. Like, oh, dude, that's a great price. I'm going to spend, like, in his heyday, $120. If I saw this same little tiny Captain Venom sculpt, but if it was, like, statue size, and it was $120, I'd be like, nah.
Kick rocks.
I'd be like, really?
Yeah.
Come on. But, like, this Heroclix figure that's, like, 2 inches tall, I'm like, instantly, gotta get it. What a deal.
Yeah, like the Sinestro Batman, which I had spent years for. I think I paid like $70 for it.
Dude.
I'm not even kidding. I got the notification on eBay that it had been listed. Just bought it.
It's just
probably 10 seconds flat. I was like, duh. No second thought.
Trying to tell somebody else, like, yeah, dude, this little tiny thing. I was like, I'll spend $200 on that.
Showing somebody that shelf out there. When I had finally committed to collecting the Masters of Evil, and Simeon's like, yeah, like I think he sold me Ghost Goblin. I think it was like $100 or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, all day. I was like, no question.
Easy.
And that was a good deal, you know.
It was.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, anything like a Ghost Goblin statue? Absolutely not.
No. Oh,
what would you take me for? A fool?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Heroclix
it's just so funny.
Rocks.
Yeah.
And even, I don't know, even though we've had so much adversity to work through, here we are still recording the show after a 2-month hiatus.
It's like 1 a.m. almost. Great time. Great show. I'm glad we got caught up with you guys. I'm glad you guys were able to get caught up with us.
Yeah, should we tell them kind of what some stuff down the pipeline? And again, like, you know, these next few weeks are a little tricky, but we're going to make stuff happen.
Yep.
WizKids was kind enough to send us a bunch of like Heroclix 400 stuff. I kind of want to look at that from like a new player perspective. We're both very big proponents of these things. I think they're fantastic.
I love the 400 series. The idea of like
amazing.
Pick up, play it. You know, it gives new players
good figures,
great grounds. Oh, dude,
great character selection.
Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Cap,
Green Lantern.
Oh, I'm loving these.
The only one I haven't loved so far is the Black Panther one.
Oh yeah, Wakanda's so meh.
But that's because the vibranium mechanic just also never really did it for me.
I'm starting to hate. I hate the herb, dude.
Herb is lame.
I'm so tired of seeing it. I'm so tired of playing against it.
It's fair.
We had a game on Sunday where it was supposed to be figures only, and someone was playing the herb, and I'm like, that's not a figure. That's a different element. If I can't play the friggin' what's it called, Bloodstone, you shouldn't be able to play the herb. I hate the herb, dude. Yeah,
that's
can't
the most factual statement I've ever heard in my life.
The 400 series video, I think it's gonna be a cool video.
We've got an X-Men unboxing.
Yeah, an X-Men unboxing. I want to do more team building around Lantern Legacy, around X-Men. There's so many cool team building things in there. I'd like to make more team building videos. I love those videos. More gameplay.
For the podcast, again, like getting David on the show, we'll cover the November series more in depth here. But again, this is a limited run. There will be 8 venues spread across the entirety of the U.S. where these will be available at. More details to come on that. We're hopefully kind of locking everything in this week. And that, again, has just been very exciting. So even when it's not public, just know there's something Heroclix ticking in our brains.
You guys.
Always.
It's like Heroclix borderline 24/7 for us. There's always some Heroclix stuff going on. Even
every
if we're not like publicly posting like videos, posts, podcasts, whatever it is.
There's something.
There's always something going on.
Something going bump in the night with the Clicks.
Sure. The Clixies coming up soon.
Yeah.
Got to represent those guys. Be on the lookout for a lot of those Google forms and stuff that we'll post here.
Probably late
November. Yeah, probably late November. You know, start thinking about some of your favorite figures that came out this year, some of your favorite game elements, equipment, you know, keywords, maps, etc. Don't let the new
get your suit dry clean.
Just overtake. Yeah, get your suit dry clean.
Yeah, definitely start thinking about your favorites. This will be the most robust ever. We've actually already started working on the categories for it. So
this year, yep.
Hopefully, in the graces of WizKids, we can give you guys some stuff for showing out to that as well.
We got some great product last year. I'd love to be able to.
Highest viewed live stream ever, even beating out Nationals and Worlds, is the Clixies.
The Clixies is a great show. It's, you know, and if you're unfamiliar with it, we do a big end of the year award show We had over 300 people vote last year
Yeah.
in the Google form. So it gave us some amazing data about what the community thought were some of the coolest, best, sculpts, figures, maps, products that WizKids made this last year for Heroclix, some of their favorite Heroclix overall. And it's just such a fun time to be reminiscent, looking back on the year, the good times you have, the champions, the figures you love playing with, and saying, like, here are some of the coolest figures that were made. It's a great time.
I'm just remembering, so Kong took it all last year,
Dude.
and Darkseid got second to him like 2 or 3 times.
Dominant.
And we were calling him Jake Cutler.
Oh, yeah!
It's Ronnie
my
Coleman
gosh.
Kong.
Ronnie Coleman Kong,
Darkseid
Jake Cutler, Darkseid. Oh, you guys, that's such a good joke. If you don't know, Jake Cutler came second in the Olympia many
Coleman,
times. Ronnie Coleman.
I think it was 5 times or something.
Yeah, it was a lot. And just Darkseid getting his chain snatched.
Just him being Jake Cutler is so funny to me.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was hilarious.
But it's also really fun. And this year,
I forgot about that.
this will be probably our biggest year for like collaboration. Like we'd really like to have a star-studded cast of content creators announce the Clixie Awards. So for those of you who are into content creation, we'll probably be reaching out to you guys shortly. Yeah. And well, we'll need results, but we'll get it figured. Either way, we've got some fun stuff for the podcast planned. I think because we've missed out on so much, we have our X-Men set review coming up. But planning on doing an episode 2 where we just talk about some figures we like and kind of what we want to put around them.
Absolutely.
So, wow, this is our longest episode in a while, sans set reviews.
Pretty much.
Oh, actually,
I
do have one more thing to say.
Go nuts.
This weekend I did stop over at Jake's, our favorite local watering hole.
Oh, heck yeah.
I walked in on one TV, Blade 1. Other TV, Blade 2.
Oh! That's so sick.
And then on top of that, they're playing like the Wu-Tang Clan.
Was Uriah there?
Yeah, Uriah was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, this is peak night.
Dude.
That's incredible.
He's playing like Wu-Tang Clan. He's playing Gangstar. He's playing like all the music I like. He's playing Blade 1 and Blade 2 on the TV. And the girl I was with, I was telling her, you don't understand how cultured you're getting right now.
So
this
sick.
is free.
Yeah.
It's free for you. You're welcome.
You get Blade 1, Blade 2, and Wu-Tang?
Yeah. I was like, you don't get this.
This is incredible. That actually is
I need
such
you
a
to
sick-
appreciate this.
Dude, stars align.
And it was funny,
That
too. I
rules.
was wearing my Balatro shirt, which I've said this. I think a shirt is a litmus test to find cool people. If you wear something obscure and somebody goes, hey, cool shirt, you instantly know, like, I have some point of connection with that person.
Absolutely.
You can use a shirt to make friends, guys. And so as I was explaining this point to her, I was like, yeah, I think a shirt is a great way to connect with people, especially if it's something obscure like this. And like 2 minutes later, Uriah's like, yo, that's a dope shirt, man. He's like, where did you get that?
The GOAT.
And I was like, do you see? So to have my point made,
That's so sick.
it was just I couldn't believe it. Great mix. And yeah, the fact that you're playing Blade 1 and Blade 2 on TVs
That's
next to each other,
baller stuff, dude.
I've never seen.
I need to put Blade
never
1
seen
and
ball
Blade
like that.
2 on my work TVs tomorrow. See if there's any real ones in the gym. See if they're chilling. That's
Yeah,
so
better be,
sick,
dude.
though, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a really fun night.
Maybe I'll put the Ghost Rider trilogy on the TVs.
Heck
Actually.
yeah, dude.
Ghost Rider 1, Ghost Rider 1.
Ghost Rider 2.
No,
For
that's
those
so
uninitiated, this Halloween, check out the Ghost Rider trilogy.
Yep.
Which, this is how it works. You watch Ghost Rider 1. Immediately after finishing Ghost Rider 1, you boot up Ghost Rider 1 again to take in the nuance of Ghost Rider 1. And then you close out with Ghost Rider 2. And that is the Ghost Rider trilogy.
It's an incredible feat. It rules.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, hanging out with us, and just listening to largely like kind of our ramblings.
Ramblings, man.
But that's kind of what happens if we haven't talked in a while. So yeah, we'll get back to our regularly scheduled content here for the podcast. For video stuff, it's a little more intensive. Figuring out a media day, we know it won't be this weekend, but maybe sometime during the week.
We're just two busy boys.
No,
We're two cool boys. We're also two busy
getting
boys.
old.
Getting old.
Knees are going to
Yes.
dust.
Yeah, dude. Knees are tough.
We're like a HeroClix figure that was left in a hot car.
Oh man.
Now it's all bendy. So we got a hot. We just got out of the fridge though. We re-solidified.
Ready to
icy.
go. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was episode 573. Like always, if you want to support us, you can go to patreon.com, Dial H Podcast over there. Check us out. Toss us a buck or $2 or $5. Get access to our super cool Patreon Discord. All sorts of cool boys and gals are all up in that Discord. It's a fun time. If you're not already subscribed to us on YouTube, check us out on YouTube. Make sure to like us over there on Facebook. And you can keep track of everything. But for all your Heroclix needs, podcasts, videos, and more, make sure you dial H. Like always, happy trails.
Yeah.